It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
The Brilliant Idiots Podcast.
Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots, and today's episode is sponsored by us. Because we don't got no goddamn ads. I don't know who the fuck we pissed off.
Chris getting too comfy, bro. He really getting comfortable out there, man. It's crazy. He didn't even show up today.
Listen, did Loudspeaker launch a new podcast? So they put that Van.
Oh
Holy
my God.
shit, this never fails the fucking...
He got all the Blue Apron?
Holy shit. Give the Blue Apron to the former fat fuck.
They
all right?
delivering it right to his house? That sounds dangerous.
Wow.
Doesn't that sound like a fat person's dream?
Well, listen, it's sponsored by us, so that means go to brilliantidiotsmerch.com.
Yes.
And get you a Brilliant Idiots t-shirt, get you a Keep That Same Energy hoodie. What's the other hoodie you got?
Cheat.
Men Don't Cheat hoodie. You know what I mean? Just go get you some Brilliant Idiots gear, man. Support the cause that way.
Yes.
All right?
Views from the Sis Tour coming to Tampa, this Florida. Go to theandrewschultz.com to get all the dates, but I'll be at the Tampa Bay Improv the 22nd to the 25th. Then I'm going to be in Columbus, Ohio, weekend after that. Then Miami, Florida. Then Austin, Texas for one show while I'm out there for the premiere of this film at South by the Southwest Festival, whatever that is. Then the New Jersey, New Brunswick Stress Factory dates have been changed. I got bumped by JV Smooth. I don't got the sauce, I guess, but we're going to make it. We're going to make it happen. Then I'll be in Toledo, Ohio, Rochester, New York, then New York City, Philadelphia, Dallas, Houston, more. Go to theandrewschultz.com to get the full list of dates and come out to the shows. Views for the Sis. I'll see you at a comedy club in your city.
We got the lovely Ivy Rivera in here.
Hey,
What's
happy
up,
to be
Ivy?
back.
Ivy is a young media personality who I think is really good at what she does. And
Thank you.
have you met Ivy? Andrew?
No, I know that I was making sure that you were the one that came in when I was gone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't positive, so I
heard him
Googled
ask.
you.
He asked you your full name. That's how people don't know. People go, "How you spell your name? How you spell your whole name?" instead of being like, "What's your name again? How do you spell your whole name?"
I didn't want to get my Latinas mixed up, so I had to double check, and then I saw it was good.
Oh my God.
You are Latina, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I'm pure body.
Pure Bodie, that's Puerto Rican.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Are you
You're
Afro-Latino? I don't know.
Don't do this.
I'm just asking.
Yo,
I
you
don't
didn't know everybody's African now, bro? Now that Black Panther's out, everything's African, bro.
Do not.
These Afro-Latinas saw Black Panther coming. I feel like that's why they get on the train.
I'm just
with that
asking the
shit.
question. I don't know. I can't tell the difference. Are you though?
I mean, you are, right?
don't know.
You're a
I'm
child
asking.
of the diaspora.
This is why I can't learn shit, and I get in
Because when
trouble
you
every
ask,
couple
she's
years.
scared to say.
Why?
Because
No.
wait,
I'm not going to say that I am. I'm not going to say that I am not.
thanks.
I am what I am.
You just
and I
don't
ain't
know,
what I
or-
ain't. Yeah, I'm kind of like ignorant in that manner.
There's
Like,
nothing wrong with that. See,
You're
that's
from Puerto Rico,
That's how I know
right?
you're smart.
You're from Puerto Rico, right?
I'm from Brooklyn. My
But like
family's
your
from Puerto
family's
Rico.
from Puerto
Yeah.
Rico. Like I'm from America, but my family's from Scotland, right? So you're from Puerto Rico, right? So some would argue that you are Afro-Latino and that, or you might have some Afro-Latino in you because your relatives would be children of the diaspora. Mm-hmm. So I think that would be the Afro-Latino argument.
Yeah, but because I don't have a certain answer, I'm not going to talk about things that I do not know.
Yeah, but it's hot right now, bro.
Man, no.
It's hot to be African right now. Everybody
Yeah.
want to be African.
Before we get to that, though, can I just commend that? That's what we don't do enough. What's wrong with saying you don't know?
Yo,
We get
we're
into all
brilliant
these-
idiots, bro.
But I'm saying that we get into these arguments about things that if we don't know, we just don't know. That's all social media is fueled by right now. A bunch of motherfuckers that don't know and they just talking. That's why don't nobody learn shit. I want to learn. I want to know. If I ask you a question and you got an answer, give me the answer. If you don't know, don't bullshit me. Just tell me you don't fucking know.
Right.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but I love not knowing. Those are the best conversations.
You should never know.
Yeah, like, but that's what we got to act like there's something wrong with like discussion, you know?
And discovery.
Yeah, discover. But like, not everybody's going to know the exact answer. The reason why debating is fun is because, or debating, or even like this conversation we had right now before we started the podcast. Me
What
and
was you talking
Van.
about? I forgot that fast.
Just some dumb sports shit that none of us could have been right or all of us could have been right, but it's just fun to have these dialogues. Like, I don't want to get into this space where we just can't even talk to each other.
But what did I do in the group chat? I said, Wait a minute, what are we arguing now? Because we started off talking about Zion Williamson, and then it started to be this weird comparison between J.J. Redick and Zion. I'm like, why are we arguing J.J. and Zion? Then it was the difference between high school and the NBA, which is the difference between a 2-inch dick and a 12-inch dick. Yeah. Like, why don't some things you should.
It's a wild group chat.
It's like some things you don't have to debate. Like, what do we debate? What do we just we're just doing it for sport, keeping each other sharp, huh?
Basically.
That's all.
Basically.
But have you seen Black Panther yet?
I saw Black Panther.
Do you have that on your list?
Yes. Okay. I feel like I'm the only one in the room who has yet to see it.
Wow, you definitely not Afro-Latino then.
Wow.
Yeah.
I knew you was going to say some shit like that. You said that shit like 5
Card
times.
taken. You lost your African card. That's the hottest card right now.
How you didn't see Black? First of all, that lets me know you don't have a date. You don't got no guys courting you.
No.
Or your dad just doesn't let you date dark skin.
Nah, that's all I date. You feel me?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, but there's that like colorism in the Latina culture, isn't there?
Yeah,
and your parents are cool with that shit. They're like, it's okay, you could date whoever you want.
Is that still a thing in your household?
Nah, it was never a thing in my household.
Oh, got you.
Yeah,
So they don't turn the TV when the Black Panther commercial comes on, like.
Yo, you're wild.
Why haven't you seen it though?
Because I just haven't had time. Like, there's so many screenings that I've missed out on.
Right.
You hosted like 8 of them.
I did.
I didn't go to one. I didn't even get an invite.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. I
didn't
thought
get
about
one.
that. That's a lie.
I
got one day before.
Well, that's when I realized we had a lot more seats left. Well, not a lot, but enough.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna front, that was fucked up on my part. Because it was people like, I got a homeboy named Ramon that is a super comic book fan who I talk about comic books with all the time. Yeah. And just straight up forgot to text Ramon. And he texts me, I'm how fucked up I am.
Invite me?
Yes, he texts me, he goes, yo, man, you seen Black Panther yet? And I'm like,
yeah, I saw it 3 times.
oh, shit. I'm like, yeah, I saw it twice.
Foul.
Word is bond.
And he knows for a fact that you seen Black
man.
Panther.
You ain't think
Why is
about
he
him
even
once
asking?
in the 3 times you saw that shit. That's fucked up.
I'm going again tonight.
Say again?
Well, this comes out Thursday. I'm going on Wednesday night. I'm taking my daughter tonight.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I saw it. I thought it was really good. We're gonna talk about it this week on Western Bros, but I thought it was really good. I thought Black Panther was the worst part of Black Panther.
What you mean, Chadwick?
The character, like his surrounding cast was brilliant. This little girl, his sister,
Shuri. Yes.
What's her name?
Shuri. Well, her in the comic book, her name's Shuri. I think her real name is Letitia Wright.
She's a star.
Okay.
She is a comedy star. Great timing and not relying on like hacky shit. I'm talking about just great comedic timing. Got the most out of every joke. The leader of the Jabari tribe, the big, I think his name is Winston
M'Baka.
Duke.
M'Baka.
That motherfucker
in the
is
comic
hilarious.
Book, I like in the comic book his name is the Man-Ape, but you know they took that out for the movie.
I mean, they still put him in a gorilla forearms and gorilla
everything
costume.
was there.
There's
to
nothing
let
wrong
you
with
know,
liking gorillas.
There's nothing wrong with if that was your character in the comic book. Like I'm not with that kind of hypersensitivity.
Yeah, but we have
like,
this stupid hypersensitivity. I could have like saved H&M so quickly with that shit. You know, when they had that sweatshirt, I could have saved them so quick. All you have to do if you're H&M is go, look, we're a Swedish company. In Sweden, we don't associate black people with monkeys. I don't know how you guys do that where you are.
The mother killed that. Mother killed that because the mother did an interview where the mother said verbatim, I'm aware that monkey is a slur because I've been called that before.
But the
she
mother
said she didn't care.
Not from Sweden.
I don't know where she's from.
That's what I'm saying. If you're a Swedish company, H&M is a Swedish company.
She's from the UK though. They're from like overseas somewhere.
UK ain't Sweden.
A check is a check.
All I'm saying is, if you're the Swedish company, you go, listen, in Sweden, we don't see any problem with this because we don't associate black people with monkeys. We see monkeys as an animal, we see black people as just people. So if you guys have your racism in your countries, that's your deal, but don't project that on us because we're coming from a good place. I swear to God, if they doubled down on that shit, we're like, no, we're going to keep putting this out there.
Yeah.
There are young black kids that probably
That's what they should have did, though.
Exactly,
so they looked like they were being low-key racist.
But when you apologize, you look racist. You look like, oh, you caught me? Okay.
Y'all do know H&M has closed hundreds of stores since
but low key,
they pulled the plug, baby.
Low key, I think they might have done. I mean, there's some conspiracy theory shit. I think they might have used it because everything's transitioning away from retail stores, right? Everything's transitioning to online. So it might have been their version of, all right, let's just close all these stores while we got this thing. We can make it look like it's part of this scandal, when in reality, we're just not bringing in money from these brick and mortar locations.
Or they probably saw that as the perfect opportunity to do it. They didn't even think it through like that because they probably didn't even think that it was going to explode.
Same thing,
yeah.
You bring up a good point though about
Black Panther.
companies. Well, before Black Panther, companies' responsibility because You saw the video with JJ Redick?
Oh, JJ Redick? Same JJ Redick?
I thought you was being funny in the group chat just because.
Oh, son, that was hilarious!
I thought you was being funny in the group chat just because JJ Redick got the racist shit off.
Bro,
Listen,
oh my!
They're doing a
I
video.
need to be in this group chat.
I'm gonna tell you, they're doing a video for it's China, basketball's big in China, the NBA.
Yeah.
So they're doing a video wishing the Chinese a Happy New Year, and JJ Redick goes, "Yo, Happy New Year to all my Chink fans in China." And I'm like, I gave him Donkey Today, and I didn't even think about this. I gave him Donkey Today, and Envy goes, but why shouldn't the company get in trouble because they let this video go out?
Yeah, was it a live read or not?
I don't think it was. It wasn't live because it was all the players together.
No,
so it wasn't live. So I'm like, yo, who let this slip through? And I'm like, we have some incompetent producers on the Breakfast Club, like idiots. Like they just like curse words fly. We have the most raggiest fucking producers on the Breakfast Club. They all need to go, and we need new everything. That's just the truth to the matter.
Yikes!
So when I heard that, I was like, well, damn. I said it on the air this morning. Well, the NBA is not the only people with shitty producers, because there's no way you let this guy fly like that.
Great point.
So I kind of that's the point I'm making. What you say with H&M, like how much responsibility does the NBA have for what JJ Redick said?
No, I think whoever that was, if it was NBA or whatever channel it was, I think they definitely got to fire somebody there. I truly think what JJ said was an accident, right? Because
no way.
Fam, he was so comfy. You got to watch it. When he's saying it, he said it in a way that like he didn't even know was the wrong word to say.
Maybe he did, but maybe he didn't. Maybe he heard that word.
Maybe that's just like a part of his
then
language.
That's ignorance.
Yes. Maybe it's just to him. It's just like that's just slang. Maybe he did not know that was a slur.
It's like when you're a black dude and you go to some like small town in China and the Chinese people come up to you and ask if they can like take pictures and touch your skin. You know what I mean? They don't hate black people. They're like, yo, I never seen one of you in person.
Let me touch your hair.
Let me touch your hair. They don't know better. There's a difference between like ignorance and raw. I want to hold you down.
I didn't know Oriental rug was a bad thing.
It ain't.
No, it is. You can't say Oriental rug.
You can say Oriental rug. You can't say Oriental.
Yeah, you can't call somebody Oriental. Yeah,
but if they from the Orient, why can't we call them Oriental?
I don't even know what the fuck the Orient is.
It's the Asians.
Oh, okay.
It's the Chinese people.
Oh my God, I do it too.
What do you do?
And I'm not.
You call Asian people.
Like I call them Chinas. Like I'm about to go
that's
to
not
Chinas.
Yo, no. But
it's like
Latin culture is hilarious because they call everyone Chinese regardless of what part of Asia they're from. Right? So it could be, you know what I mean? Like the person could be like, yeah, I'm from Japan. They'll be like, el chino aquí dice que es de Japón.
That's not just a Latino thing.
Yeah.
They do it unapologetically. I saw once there was a Japanese referee in a soccer game, and he made a bad call, and the guy who was calling the soccer game for Mexico goes, El chino se lo jodió otra vez. And he starts talking, he calls him the Chinese guy's fucking it up.
JJ Redick doubled down. JJ Redick was like, I didn't say what y'all think I said. I'm like, motherfucker, we heard you. What do you mean?
Yeah.
And then he said he was trying to say China. That don't even sound right. Like,
I think he was trying to say Chinese. My Chinese. Thank you all the basketball Chinese
Shorten
fans.
it. China.
China.
It don't even know. It don't even add up. China. Even if you're saying it's short, there's no way you can't go from China.
Maybe he was tongue twisted.
No way.
He was probably a little nervous.
Hey, man.
He's probably under the influence. Who knows?
Well,
Yeah, he got a podcast. All I'm trying to say, I'm listening to that now. Because he's going to drop all the fire.
All right, back to Black Panther.
Okay, so all the Michael B. Jordan, who I'm not generally a fan of, I thought was phenomenal.
Killmonger. He played Killmonger.
Yeah, I thought he was phenomenal. I think that maybe playing bad guys is the right role for him. And there's something about his acting that really I thought he was phenomenal. I think the character from The Walking Dead, Michonne, played
what's it? Starts with a D. I can't remember.
Whatever, the bald chick.
Yeah, the head of the Dora Milaje.
The head, yeah. So and she was phenomenal. All the supporting cast was phenomenal. Not only were they phenomenal, I think maybe Coogler put too much effort into like breaking down stereotypes. Like women can be strong and fight back. So I'm going to make all the people.
But that's actually the comic. Like, and that's what another thing people keep saying.
Oh,
they're
okay.
saying that
again. I don't know the comic.
That's been the comic for 50 years. Everybody is saying those same type of things. Like, oh, it's so much relevant social issues. Like, no, that's been the comic for 50 years.
That's great. Yeah. Then he stayed consistent with that. All I'm saying is Black Panther was boring, and he was vanilla, and there was nothing interesting about him. He wasn't intelligent. He's supposed to be the smartest guy in the world, right?
Yeah, one of the smartest.
He's like one of the smartest guys in the world. So, so he's basically like a boring Iron Man in this show. He like his little sister has all the technology, and Iron Man.
She's super smart.
Iron Man makes the fucking technology. He doesn't, in this movie, they kind of dumb him down. He gets caught up in a trap by some fucking gold-toothed South African guy who is actually a good bad guy, but like, you fall into a trap that easy?
Who, Claw?
Like Claw trapped Black Panther.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm surprised they killed Claw so early in the movie, too. He's like a main nemesis. I'm going to tell you something.
But I'm saying is like, so there's multiple situations where like, I think there was so much. I thought the emphasis was in maybe political correctness or breaking down stereotypes. If that exists in the comic, that's fine. But the character itself, Black Panther, the movie was beautiful. I mean, it was really well done. But I don't want to be Black Panther. And I think there's a reason why people are going, yo, you know who should date? Lupita Nyong'o and Michael B. Jordan. Well, because Michael B. Jordan was a cool motherfucker in the movie.
You're going to love Killmonger, especially for this climate. In this climate right now, you're Black, you're going to love Killmonger, you're going to love what Killmonger stands for.
Right.
Now, I will say this. I'm not going to go so far as to say Black Panther is boring, but historically, I have always thought the world of Wakanda has been more interesting than Black Panther. I definitely agree with that. That is not a bad observation at all.
But don't you feel that, like, the way when I came out of video, I was like, yo, Black Panther's got the worst superpowers. It's a manicure, right? Because I thought it was just claws, right? And people are like, nah, that's not true.
He's like Captain America.
He's one of the richest men in the world.
He's the richest superhero, period.
He's the richest superhero, and he's top or the most intelligent person in the world. Then people started telling me all these cool things about him, and that made me excited for the movie because I was like, all right, bet, I'm going to see it.
He's literally Captain America.
Yeah, but Captain America's trash.
That's...
Yikes.
Captain America's
I'm not
trash.
debating that either. I'm not. I don't.
All I'm saying is you could have made him outsmart his opponent. He didn't even outsmart. Like the final way, I'm not going to say
he did.
He not really because Michael B. Jordan all recognized in that scene. He recognized what was happening to his suit as well. So he didn't trick him. He just.
But he's the one who told.
I
don't want to get too much spoilers, but he's the one who told Shuri to do that.
Say what?
T'Challa told Shuri to do that.
Right. But look, all I'm saying is it wasn't like an elaborate ruse like you see some of these characters put together.
Plus, it's new though. So, like, if you follow the comics, he grows into the role more and more as the comics go along.
He didn't even know what to do for the country. Like, where have you been? You were your father's right-hand man for the last, 30 years. Like, you didn't sit in on a political meeting?
But he did.
You know what I mean? Like, my man, you surprised that you're not giving aid to the rest of the world? Like, maybe we should give aid to the rest of the world.
But that's the thing, though.
That's why your dad died?
He had to change all
because you're not paying attention.
He had to change all of his father's ways. Think about this. Think about the realization, and this has always been the beauty of Black Panther, the conflict that he goes through being a king of a country but then being a human being. Imagine you've been following your father your whole life, thinking everything that he's been done is right, and then you realize as you get older, like he was doing it wrong.
Yeah,
and so now you gotta unlearn everything you've learned. Like, if you watch the movie, I don't want to tell too much, but
we're not going to.
It was more than just Killmonger telling him that's what they should be doing.
Listen, I love that aspect of the movie.
Yeah.
I love that there's this aspect of the movie, and I'm not ruining anything, but there's this aspect of the movie that I thought was great, which was the responsibility of the wealthy, one. And we've spoken about this. Ironically, we spoke about this the week before it came out, the idea that, luxury requires... No, what is it I said? I said life requires ignorance. Luxury requires a lot of it. Okay? And literally, this is part of the theme of the movie. Here are these people living in this tiny, walled-off, very alt-right heaven. Like the alt-right people in America, all they want is Wakanda.
Listen,
you know what I mean? They just want to build a wall around them. No refugees come in, no immigrants come in, not going to trade with anybody else.
Killmonger was Trump.
They all have tiki torches.
Listen, Killmonger was Trump. Killmonger was Trump for black people.
Killmonger, I would argue it.
Killmonger was Trump for black people because Killmonger was like, we're going to get rid of everybody but us. Killmonger was not trying to play nice. T'Challa was trying to play nice and be diplomatic with everybody. Killmonger was like, he said the problem with revolution before is they never had the tools to liberate themselves.
Yeah.
We're going to go free all the 2 billion black people around the world. Fuck everybody else. That was his mentality.
That was his mentality, and I think he was past the just black people. It was like all the oppressed groups. He was like, we're going to give them the weapons that they need to fight back.
I didn't hear him mention no other oppressed groups.
All right, fair enough.
2 billion black people across the world.
If you want to keep it real, that's the policy of Obama. That's the policy of Clinton. That's the policy of George Bush. That's the policy of pretty much every American president before Trump, and I'm sure Trump will continue it, and he probably already has. But in terms of influence in the world, what do? We give Muslim countries weapons. If we don't like their dictator, we give some tribes within the country weapons, and then they try to overthrow the dictator. This is what we do around the world, right? We destabilize governments. So, like, this crazy idea that Killmonger had, they even said, yo, we taught him these ideas. The white guy in the movie who was like, he learned it from the CIA.
He learned it from white people.
Not white people.
No, in the movie he said he learned it from white people. No, in the movie he specifically said he learned it from white people. First of all, fuck the spoilers. This shit made over $200 million. We can talk about this shit.
Yeah, we gave y'all 2 weeks.
Come on, man.
We gave y'all 2
weeks. I can't talk around this shit, man. This shit made $380 million, over 400 worldwide. If you ain't seen it yet, I don't have nothing to do with that, okay? Yeah. All I'm telling you is in the movie, he said he learned this shit from white people.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the real question is, why were they dressing up to go to see this movie?
Stop it.
Why was it a big thing?
That's their Star Wars.
You don't know.
Let black people have their Star Wars.
Nobody says nothing when white people dress up for Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter.
Do they?
Yes.
First of all,
Sorry,
she's 24.
Oh, my bad, yo. You don't know. You don't go to. You from Brooklyn, Brooklyn. You never went to a movie theater in Manhattan?
25. But we can say 24. It's cool.
But listen, now let's be honest. When we see white people dressing up to go to Star
Wars,
question. Oh yeah, because he fucking wore the outfit for like 3 weeks.
Right. So I went for Halloween. I was ready. Yeah. I couldn't wait to put it on again.
So when we see white people dressing up for Star Wars, we criticize them.
I never have.
Listen, there is criticism. I'm like, oh, look at those virgins.
They nerds.
Look at those nerds, etc. Yeah, and there are people that are going to be nerds for Black Panther, just like there are people who are going to be nerds for Iron Man or Spider-Man, etc. I don't see the big deal. I think
I'm not knocking it.
No, not at all.
I was just laughing because I'm like, now everybody's making a thing.
Right. What I think is more interesting is instead of what I thought was funny is instead of wearing the outfits of the characters, they're just wearing African shit. That's weird, right? Like when I went to go see, because this is a fictional world.
Went up.
Yeah, exactly.
This weekend. Sorry,
they wear African clothes in the comic books and the movies.
Yeah, but they're just wearing random. They're wearing random dashikis from random areas. They're not.
What?
The people who went to go see the movie don't wear it on a regular. They went to 125th to pick that up.
But I mean, that's what, it's a fictional country in Africa, but they're just wearing traditional African garb. Because it's not like Black Panther made up some new clothing to wear. People had on African garb in the movie, the head wraps and the freaking.
The point is, people gotta stop acting like they about it.
Star Wars characters wear the exact outfits from the people in the movie, right? They're not going like, oh, I'm going to wear the closest shit that is to that.
Hey man, everybody can't throw on black spandex like me, baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just, and you know,
Charlamagne, I don't think they want to throw on.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't knock everybody. People try to throw the helmet on, you know.
You gotta let people have fun. Like I don't understand why people don't like. Stop criticizing fun. If someone wants to dress up as Captain America, let them dress up as Captain America. They want to dress up as the King of Wakanda, let them dress up as the King of Wakanda. It doesn't. And if they feel some sort of unity to Africa through this movie, I think it's actually a great thing.
I don't understand why people are upset about the seed that is being sparked by Black Panther.
No, like, it's amazing.
What is wrong with that?
I think it's really positive.
Yes, if people are getting closer to their African ancestry, and it shows you how representation matters. Because if you put, images on the big screen of Black people and show them in this regal manner, it makes them feel regal. Isn't that what you want?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you want for anybody?
Yeah.
You don't want oppressed and marginalized groups to continue to feel victimized, do you? At some point, you want them to stand up and be like, hey, yes, we are special. You want them to feel empowered. You want them to feel inspired. Isn't that the whole point?
Well, maybe if y'all weren't calling Africans African booty scratchers for so long, you would realize they are regal. And this exists within the culture and has existed there for thousands of years.
But I think, I agree with you, but I think a lot of people
Africans were tight about that because I said it on the podcast last week. I was like, is there a little resentment that you've been made fun of for being African your whole life, and now all of a sudden everybody want to be African?
But I think a lot of...
Are you African? Yeah. Oh, we got to talk to you, my G.
What part are you from? Ghana.
Real talk. You can't get no pussy if you're not from Wakanda.
Salute to Ghana. I love Ghana. I love Ghana. I love Nigeria. But the thing is, like, I feel like people, they did used to make African booty scratcher jokes and all of that stuff, but also there was always this sense of pride for Africa. People used to have the African medallions, and like I remember in Belly, which was if you think about it, it really was the most ridiculous shit ever. When T-Boz and Nas wanted to go back to Africa, and Nas was like, let's just move to Africa. And T-Boz was like, Africa's far. But
that's my point, though. Like, the idea of it being regal and people feeling regal never died. It's always been around.
You need a reminder.
If anything, this movie just has all of the people of that prime example in it.
Yes.
So it's just like a big celebration.
That's all.
But it's not a first appearance.
I think that I've been thinking a lot about this idea of like representation. I think it's very important for some people, not all people, but I think like seeing yourself in something is very important.
Absolutely.
But not everybody. Like, because I thought about with my life, like I've never seen myself represented in the things that I've aspired to be growing up. You know what I mean? Like that's
unfortunate.
No,
Why?
but I think it
Maybe
was
because you don't thrive off people, you thrive off energy.
And
so
I think
if you saw a funny comedian, you were inspired.
Exactly.
But it didn't matter about the race; it was the funny.
I think it was that, and I think also like I never had like a tribe to begin with. Like both of my parents were kind of outcasts in their family. Then my mom's from another country, and my dad's family was very conservative, and he was like the first like liberal in his family. And then I wasn't religious at all, so I never had like a group. And then I grew up in New York City with all this diversity, so I never like felt like, oh, I'm the white guy, I'm supposed to hang out with these white friends. You know what I mean? We were all my school was half Asian, so we were all the minority in the school. But I came home and after school we'd watch BET, we'd watch Rap City the Basement, we'd watch Hits from the Street. You know what I mean?
Watch the cool shit.
That's just what we watched. It's just we didn't know. And then I played basketball and I'd watch basketball. I never like saw this white basketball player, and I still wanted to play basketball. I started doing comedy. It just so happened Def Comedy Jam was the thing that inspired me, and I never like saw the white guy doing it, but I was like, I want to be as funny as these guys. So I don't think you necessarily need representation to follow your dreams.
Some people don't.
Some people don't. Some people don't. But it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
And I think that like as we have like 23andMe and that kind of shit, where you can actually find out where your fucking family's from, like how cool I'm not gonna lie, when I went to Scotland, I went once, and it was the first time in my life I felt like I was part of something bigger than myself. And people were telling me about my clan, like the Cameron clan, and what we used to do. We used to like steal sheep. We were like some badass motherfuckers, but we also like protected the queen. And I have no connection to like.
Please, I grew up around cousins who fuck sheep. All they did was
we started that shit. But like people telling me like that you have a people and this is what they were known for and this is what they did. Like they got this weird sense of like pride, even though I didn't do any of that stuff. I got this sense of pride, and like maybe through 23andMe and like a cool movie about that references Africa, all of a sudden there's this interest in people's past, and they start finding out, oh, I'm part Nigerian, oh, I'm part Cameroonian, I'm part Sierra Leonean, and all of a sudden you find out like what the cultural indicators of that are, and maybe that creates this sense of pride. And
you need it. Like I when I did the 23andMe test, I found out I was 96% West African. So it's just like I gotta go to Africa this year. Like I've been feeling like that since I took the test. But after watching Black Panther, even though Wakanda's a fictional country, I'm like, yo, I gotta go to Africa. Yeah. Because we act like Nigeria not fly. Parts of Nigeria. As far as I know, I can't speak on the whole country. I just know that the things I see, like from
a lot of parts of Africa are beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh, like DJ Cuppy, who we've had here on the podcast.
Yeah.
She was my DJ on Uncommon Sense. She's from Nigeria. Nigeria looks beautiful. My man 6'4", he's from Ghana. He goes back to Ghana all the time. It looks dope. I gotta go to Africa. Yeah. I want to feel that. I want to feel that energy. I was talking to my homegirl. She was there for 3 weeks. And she said, yo, it's like being in another world. I said, what do you mean? She was like, because it's like everything's in reverse. She was like, you see black people all over magazines. You see them all on the billboards. Yeah. Like just the regular things that we take for granted. Like there's black Band-Aids. Okay, I made that up. But what I'm saying is, like, what I'm saying that everything's in reverse. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to go feel that. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That's why travel's important.
Yeah.
And what you said just now also is another reason why I think you feel that way about Black Panther. Because I do feel like the world around Black Panther is bigger than Black Panther. But I think it's supposed to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what makes Black Panther so intriguing. Like he's not an individual. He's fighting for a whole country. Like that one scene where the head of Dora Milaje is fighting with the dude from Get Out. And he's like, yo, you would really kill me, my love? And she goes, for Wakanda? Yeah. Yes. And he just had to bow down. Like that was a powerful scene. Yeah. What other superhero has those kind of stakes? You know what I'm saying?
That's why I love the characters that were surrounding him. My one issue was just Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther. I just thought that there could have been so much more done with him to make him cool. Like, a character in a movie is supposed to be a guys want to be the person and women want to fuck him. I didn't want to be Black Panther.
No, don't get it fucked up.
I didn't.
Everybody wants to be Black Panther.
But just real quick, you want to be Black Panther after he drinks the juice, but anybody can drink the juice.
I don't want to be Clark Kent either. I want to be Superman.
Yeah, but Superman, always Superman. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I even the drinking the juice thing annoyed me because I'm like, oh, hold up, anybody could be Black. There's nothing specifically interesting about this guy. Well, you just give me this grape drink, and all of a sudden I'm Black Panther.
You got to have Wakanda bloodline.
It was hilarious that it looked like grape drink.
Yeah. I think you got to be Wakanda bloodline, and I think don't you got to be royal bloodline, or is it just Wakanda?
No, it's just Wakanda because
Wakanda
anybody within
bloodline.
the 5 kingdoms, as long as they're part of, could challenge for the throne, right? That was the initial scene.
In the comic, Shuri becomes Black Panther for a moment.
Really?
Yeah. Listen.
Yo, she was dope because she's literally a genius. You're looking at somebody like, man, I want to be like that. I want to be this genius motherfucker.
It's a lot of shit Marvel is doing right now that people are going to think they're pandering if all of this stuff actually comes to the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been going on in the comics. Like, Shuri, and you got the woman who's taking over Iron Man is a young girl from Chicago named Riri Williams.
Yeah.
She's the new Iron Man. She's this super smart chick that built her own Iron Man suit, and fucking Tony Stark is her AI. It's her artificial intelligence helps her. That shit's gonna be dope if they ever bring that to the big screen. I actually hope they kill Robert Downey Jr. in one of the next 2 Infinity Wars. I'm serious. And introduce Riri.
Robert Downey Jr. is a great example because he's charming. Like, Black Panther couldn't even charm the girl he was trying to fuck.
He definitely
like, he was trying to flirt.
Too much of a gentleman, though. It's different, but different set of morals and spirituality.
Fuck out of here. You need to be after that pussy. Like, when the Africans are trying to sell umbrellas on 23rd and Broadway, go after that shit,
Hey,
dog. Where the hunger at, bro?
If anybody who's read Black Panther, I can't wait. And I doubt Ryan Coogler will ever do this, but if they ever introduce some of the stuff Black Panther got some white pussy in the comic book.
Hey!
There was a point where Black Panther...
Hey! Now we talking.
Black Panther fucked the chick that Ross was in love with at one point in the comics.
The who?
Ross, the CIA agent, the white CIA agent.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
They gotta bring that forth. That's exciting.
See, that's funny.
But Ross
drama.
And Ross had to.
Spice.
Ross wanted to know if he could even rock with Black Panther no more. He's supposed to be my man.
I can't wait till Black Twitter does that shit. This motherfucker here, of course he would fuck a white
The
girl.
white woman told Ross.
Wow.
But she did love Ross, but she just had to let him know, like, look, man, I did fuck T'Challa one time, man. You know what I'm saying? It's another scene. It was another Black Panther comic, if I remember correctly. Black Panther was in a coma after fighting Killmonger for like the 3rd time after Killmonger's been resurrected, because he gets resurrected in the comics like twice. The resurrection, the altar, what they call it, the resurrection altar, and his mom is talking to him while he's in the coma, and then this little woman walks up and she goes, "Can I talk to him?" And she goes, "Well, you are one of his wives." And then she goes, I'm only 16. This is in the comic. I'm just telling you.
Yo, remember? What's the age of consent in Wakanda, bro? It could be different out there. Real
All
talk.
I'm telling you is, if any of this stuff gets introduced in the comic, I want to see if y'all still throwing up the X. Because I will be. Because you know what I mean? I will be.
No matter what, you a rider.
Hey, I've been reading them for too long. I'm going to still be throwing up the X.
Shit.
All right, what else we got, Ivy?
Oh,
Since we don't
my
got no
gosh.
fucking commercials. We just rolling.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of,
Go see Black
stuff.
Panther.
Go see it. It's great.
well, I don't feel like I need to see it anymore. I know the whole movie.
When
No,
I tell
it's
you,
great.
this guy Ryan Coogler's very talented.
Yeah.
Like, he creates a really beautiful film. The film is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see it. I haven't seen it because I don't want to. It's just that I haven't had time.
You'll get time. When you do it, you'll do it. And I guarantee. Listen, I think it's really good. I think it's a really good film.
And I'm not trying to pay for my ticket.
It's better than it's $18.
You're a beautiful woman. I thought y'all was
I pay for
independent
my
nowadays,
tickets
though.
so many times.
Man, they
God,
don't wanna
I'm
be
trying
that
to be treated
independent.
to a movie.
Exactly, man. We all want to be treated. I want to be treated to a sandwich.
Oh, I wanted to salute.
You know what I mean? Like, why
after
we
sex? After sex?
before, after, you know what I mean?
After you get this hot minute,
During,
30
it's all
seconds,
good, bro.
give me a goddamn sandwich and some orange juice. Listen, Ryan Coogler, I do want to salute Ryan. I saw a letter that Ryan wrote about Black Panther, thanking the fans. And he said never in his wildest dreams did he think that people would come out and support this movie like that. I just want to tell you, Ryan, let's not forget the conversation that me and you had last August.
What happened?
When I told you that Black Panther was going to make over $1 billion.
Really?
I told him that, all right? And he said, really, why you think so? And I said, because you have every casual black person in America who's probably never seen a Marvel film ever that's going to go see this film. And then you got the regular Marvel fans. Regular Marvel fans, you good for 130 the first weekend.
Of course.
I mean, on a bad day for a Marvel movie, you good for 130. At least. Ant-Man. Fucking Ant-Man? Ant-Man did fucking one. That Ant-Man and Wasp shit looks so whack, but I'm going to see it.
Ant-Man what?
The Ant-Man and Wasp preview, you didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it. Was it the end of the Black Panther?
No, it came on before the trailer.
Yeah, it was good.
Listen, the first Ant-Man was good.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie. But we also had super low expectations.
low.
Expectations is everything. We went in there thinking this is going to be trash. And then when it wasn't trash, we're like, oh, it's pretty good. We went into Black Panther with people going, this is the best movie I've ever seen. Yeah. And I felt it was a very good movie.
It overexceeded my... First of all, I had expectations, but I had no expectations. I just... Put it like this. I just know I had an expectation. It wasn't like... super high.
Right.
I feel like there's like a balance between like the storyline and what you're actually seeing. Like visuals is just like outstanding. I feel like that movie, even though I haven't seen it, from what I have seen, that's probably like the most like beautiful movie, like
it is.
visual wise,
cinematography wise. It is beautiful, man.
Especially for Marvel. Right, like
especially for Marvel,
there's scenes in it that you're not going to see in a typical Marvel movie. Marvel movies are mostly cityscape, destruction, blow up, etc. Like you see some dope waterfalls. Like where do you see waterfalls in Marvel movies? You know,
But we never seen a world in Marvel. You get glimpses of Ragnarok. You know what I'm saying? You've seen New York. Like you don't see a world. I've never seen a world in Marvel. I don't know where the fuck Ant-Man was at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it was good. It was good.
It's a really good movie, and it really does make me feel like Rocky movies. See, this is the thing with Marvel too, and I thought about this.
I liked Rocky more.
I love Rocky.
No, the character. I did. There's a couple things. Like first of all, Chadwick is tiny. Like he's just kind of small. He's like
he's cut up. He's cut. I get what you're saying.
He wasn't even cut. Like, bro, get on the Atkins, dog. Cut out the bread.
He wasn't Michael.
Michael came out there. He had chicken pox all over his body, and he was looking fucking yoked.
Those were scars for everybody he's killed.
I don't know what the hell
That's
it
why
was.
They call him Killmonger.
It should look like Braille, and I wanted to read it.
Jesus Christ! I ain't heard a girl throw out a lustful.
It was like he was saying what I was
Jesus
thinking.
Christ.
Ooh, what's this say, Michael B. Jordan? What's this say right here?
I love you too.
I was watching a bunch of thirsty girls on social media. Nobody said no sexual shit like that. There was bumps on Michael B's back looked like Braille, and I wanted to read it. Jesus Christ!
All I'm saying is like that. He played a sick character.
Killmonger is more menacing in the comics, though.
Really?
He's huge. Like Killmonger is huge in the comic books. Tall, big, muscular as fuck. Don't get me wrong, Michael B. Jordan did a great job.
See, you can't eat that organic shit.
Hey, man.
You gotta eat that nice American, steroid-induced.
I like
Monsanto.
You know what else is interesting too? Like they had a comic book last year called The World of Wakanda, where Black Panther wasn't even in it. It was just all about the Dora Milaje and just the world of Wakanda, and it was dope. Like
great.
Listen, I like the Black Panther. I think Black Panther is a very dope superhero. But I do agree that the world around him is more interesting.
Yeah, and you can make Black Panther interesting. That's what annoys me, is that you have the prototype right there in Tony Stark. Just make him charismatic, charming, funnier, and most importantly, cunning. I think that's the word.
Well, I think he has a regalness about him, or more of a serious disposition because he is a king. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not laughing and cracking jokes like
Eddie Murphy was a king.
Tony. Now hold up, let's talk about that for a second. Black people, we're gonna have to start asking each other some real tough questions in a minute.
Okay.
Where you want to live, Zamunda or Wakanda? I'm serious, man. Hey, I'm dead serious.
Wakanda, and it's not even close.
Y'all say that. I think Wakanda's a little bit more like Jersey. I would probably prefer Jersey. But I think Zamunda's more like Jersey.
Really?
Yo, you know what
It seems
Wakanda
more
is?
spacious, more green.
Wakanda's Israel.
Wakanda's New York.
No, Wakanda, it's the tech capital of the world.
Yeah.
It's tiny. It doesn't let any of its neighbors in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'd live in Zamunda, work in Wakanda.
Okay.
So you're gonna commute.
I'm gonna commute, just
You're
like
gonna
Jersey,
commute.
New York.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would much rather live in Zamunda. Zamunda look fly. Zebras walking in the backyard.
Big fact.
Yeah.
Ghana, Brandon, where would you want to work? Where'd you want to live?
Probably Wakanda, yeah.
You want to live in Wakanda. Y'all ain't prisoners in the moment. Y'all forget about how fly Zamunda
We got a
was.
real live African here. We don't even ask him about how he feels about the movie.
You gotta-
Typical brilliant idiot shit.
Zamunda and Wakanda.
They okay.
In Wakanda,
Was
your
it-
girl
was
might
it-
fuck you up, make you bow down. As
Yo,
a movie,
that's
you got
true,
girls
man.
walking on one leg.
Dudes out in Wakanda eating pussy, bro. You don't got a choice but to eat some pussy out in Wakanda, bro. They put you in a leg lock, snap your whole shit open. I'd be afraid to have a girlfriend out there in Wakanda, man.
But salute to Ryan, though. I did tell Ryan that it was going to make over $1 billion.
And look,
Word.
it deserves. I would
It's a
say
great movie. I think it's the best Marvel movie.
no.
I'm going to tell you why.
No.
Go ahead.
You tell me why. You tell me why.
Because, and I just thought about this over the weekend. I love Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I go see all of them, but I don't rewatch them. If they're
And
on
this
TV,
is rewatchable.
Yes, if they're on TV and it's on, cool. But I didn't feel the need to rewatch them. They're great movies. I put Black Panther the way like I can rewatch this shit the way I watch Rocky.
Yeah.
The way I watch Menace to Society or Goodfellas. Like I like this
because
fucking
it means
movie.
something to you. Like it's a bigger meaning than just like the movie. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of like pride involved. There's like a connection.
But even past that, because that's why I went to go see it the second night in a row. I agree with you, but I had to go watch it again because I felt the same way after I saw like Straight Outta Compton. I was like, oh yeah, you know.
Then you watch it again and it didn't hold up.
But
Yeah.
I can't
It's
say
like
that
when you fuck
publicly.
the second time in the night. You know what I mean? You're a little bit soft. You're like, I don't know if I'm finished this.
Yeah. But it's like when I went to go see it the second time, I like the movie. Like it's funny lines in there. Like I love the part when fucking Ross when the Claw and his crew walk in and Ross goes, oh, you got a big ass entourage. You got a mixtape coming out? And Claude's like, yeah, you want to get my SoundCloud link? That shit was corny but funny.
Yeah.
I like that kind of shit. Like I like seeing fucking the Dora Milaje fuck up the casino. Like it was a good film. I
Every
like seeing.
part was your favorite part, Charlamagne.
Not a,
You talked
It was
about
good.
the whole
Bro,
movie.
I like seeing
telling you,
Chadwick Boseman get
it's-
fucked up.
It's a good movie,
It is,
man.
man.
I would say I put Avengers first. I think there was maybe the first Iron Man that was really good. The third
First Iron Man's
sucked.
great.
Yeah, first Iron Man I would put
First Iron
I
Man's
would put
great.
above it. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 I would
Guardians
put
of the
above
Galaxy
it.
was good.
But it's after that first tier. It's way better than any Captain America that ever came out. I'm not a Captain America guy.
Winter Soldier and Civil War was great, man.
I'm not a Captain America. Dwayne's nodding. I'm not a Captain America guy. I thought the movie structurally was better. I thought the supporting cast was way better than a Captain America. I think better than that third Iron Man movie, absolutely. And then in terms of like X-Men, now I think we're getting to like a
X-Men trash,
different.
bro.
Yeah, but I think it's a totally different type of film.
X-Men's are gonna be better now that they got this merger coming.
Yeah.
But the Fox version of X-Men, trash. Or whoever the fuck was doing it.
It was just a different type of film. Like some of those films, a little more serious or whatever like that. But if I'm comparing to the traditional Marvel movies, there's Guardians. No, that top tier is Avengers, Guardians, and what was the last one? And then first Iron Man. I think it was better than 2 and 3, Iron Man 2 and 3, and then better than any Captain
Which
America.
Avengers though? The first one?
First Avengers was, and I think even second Avengers was this shit. The second Avengers were the big snake beasts in New York. Is that right? That was first. What was second Avengers?
Ultron. Second one was that.
No, better than Black Panther. Better than Ultron.
Black Panther better than Ultron.
Yeah.
I like the Avengers. I mean, I don't know. Like I said,
Black Panther better than Civil War. I wasn't a big fan of Civil War.
Civil War was good, man. I think it's difficult when you get all of these characters together.
Yeah.
Anytime you get all these characters together, it's difficult, but Marvel's done a great job because they've given us all these individual movies. I personally like Black Panther. I think it's my favorite Marvel movie thus far. I'm going to see it again tonight for the third time. That shit is good. I like it. I like movies that make me feel good. Rocky makes me feel good. I can watch any Rocky movie and feel like I can go fuck up the world. And that song on the Black Panther soundtrack, Pray For Me, reminds me of Eye of the fucking Tiger.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me that Kendrick Lamar and Weeknd were not inspired by Eye of the Tiger when they made that song. It feels like Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah,
And
the soundtrack is fire too.
yes, and I think Ryan, since he made Creed, he knows how to give you that. It's like an adrenaline boost in a movie. I can't
You
explain
know
it.
what he's
Like,
doing.
yeah, man,
he's
it's like something
good.
that makes you like, oh, like you drink the fucking serum or you ate the herb. Like, I'm serious. Like,
You know what
there's
he needs?
something to it.
He needs a smarter villain. Killmonger was like strong, but you can beat strength, right? We have things that are beat strength. We need someone who's trying to outsmart Black Panther, and then Black Panther outsmarts the supervillain.
Well,
That's what we love about superheroes, right? They find a way. Like Batman would always, right? Batman would like lure you into a trap,
Yeah.
and then you get caught, and then we're drawn to them because of the intellect. You know?
It's definitely a lot of those.
And Black Panther's supposed to be the smartest person. I thought he was the smartest guy in the world. I thought that was or top three.
Top three is him,
Tony Stark.
Starks, Reed Richards, Tony Stark, Bruce Banner,
Right.
Tony Stark, Reed Richards, Bruce Banner. I think those are the top four.
Anyway, that's what I.
And Beast. Hank McCoy. Those are the.
Anyway,
those are
that's
the
what
top
I would
five.
like. I'd like to see that.
I thought it was good. What else we got, Ivy?
So, in the
You want it to be
It's
darker?
this guy.
Oh, you want it to be
This guy.
darker.
Why you Chadwick's complexion? Oh. What else?
Now he don't want to be darker. You gave him what he wanted, and then he was like, "Nah, chill."
What else we got, Ivy? Who else?
So, since we're in the spirit of celebrating, Drake came out with a video, God's Plan, where he
Yes.
gave out $996,000 to people in the video, which was initially his budget for the video, but he flipped it and decided to give it to the people
I love
in
it.
Miami.
Debunking all Jewish stereotypes. I love it.
Ay,
I
ay,
love it.
ay.
I
I
love
love
it.
the video.
I love it. I
It was
love
great.
Jewish people don't give back to Miami.
All right, now you know it's the
poor people.
stereotype that
I'm teasing.
I love it. I love
Great
it.
idea.
great.
I didn't watch it. I don't care to
I
watch
didn't
it.
watch it either.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my
Let's
God.
keep
watch
it
it,
real.
bro.
Okay, I saw the.
Be supportive,
I was in
guys.
Anguilla all weekend, man. I went to Anguilla from
Yeah,
Thursday
he went to go
Monday.
give back.
I wasn't. I
He was
didn't
out
see
there
it.
giving tips to the people of Anguilla.
And to be honest with you, I was hating at first.
Why? I feel like people always find reasons to try to hate Drake.
No, it don't got nothing to do with Drake. I just don't like.
We find reasons to try to hate anybody that's
I just
on
don't
top.
like all this charity. I don't like all this charity on the gram. Like,
Yeah, like
I don't
if-
give a like. I just feel like
That's a big fact.
So to me, I was just like, why is Drake doing this? Like, you know what I mean? But then when I realized it was in the form of a video, I was like, you know what? That puts a different twist on it, especially with the name of the record being God's Plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I like the record. I'm not gonna. I think the record is dope. Like, I feel that record when it's playing. So to put that as the backdrop of the video, I thought it was cool.
So he's giving back to those in need.
Gave back.
Yeah.
And he gave back to families, students, fire departments, schools. Like, he was really, like, thugging it out. It was great. So shout out to him.
And I will also say this too, man. I hate you motherfuckers on social media.
Why?
Who shoot down people that do these charitable efforts, and y'all say shit like it's a tax write-off. This is how I know you broke. I'm gonna tell you how I know you broke. Drake can write off 909 to whatever. That don't mean he get the money back. I think y'all think that means he gets the money back. You don't even get half of it back. He's lucky if
He doesn't. You don't get any of it.
Yeah,
back.
you would hope that you don't have to pay anything.
So what-
or the least amount of taxes possible. Like,
So what they're doing is they're decreasing when you buy stuff or you give stuff away to charity. What you're doing is decreasing your taxable income.
Yeah.
So what Drake is probably trying to do, and more not, but what people do who give money away is, let's say they make $1 million a year, and let's say the government's like, yo, if you make $1 million a year, I'm gonna tax you at 50%.
Yes.
But if you make $750,000, I'm only gonna tax you at 30%. I'm making these numbers up,
Yeah.
but 30%. So then someone's like, well, why don't I buy $250,000 worth of shit? And then I only get taxed on 30%. I save some money. So it's a money saving tool.
You
that
don't
can
get the
end
money
up
back,
helping people.
guys.
Yeah, it's not free money.
All right. I know y'all think, I see y'all say this shit all the time. Oh, it's just a tax write-off. I just want to ask one of you motherfuckers, what does that mean to you?
Yeah. I learned that shit the hard way.
Exactly.
My real
what does that
estate
mean to
agent
you?
said, like, he said, yeah, when you buy a place, you just write it off. So I was like, oh, word? I can write it off? All right, bet.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I bought a place, and then we were paying the mortgage every month. And I was like, yo, what's up with this? Write it off. You know what I mean? Why we pay out the, hey, business manager, I thought we writing this off. It looks like you kind of paying it. That's
You just writing all this shit off and you either hope to not have to pay anything or the least amount possible.
Exactly, yeah.
You're not fucking getting this money
it's
back,
still charity.
guys.
Motherfuckers think it's just free money. No,
Word
it
is
still
bond. Like,
costs
it's the
you some
stupidest shit in the world. That's a tax write-off. The fuck does that even mean to you?
You don't even know what that means.
You don't even know what that means. Like, you're just talking.
Big facts.
Anything to justify why they're not doing it.
Exactly.
Can we talk
Hello.
about this Black China sucking dick?
Yes. Can we?
Is that on your list? How did you write it? I want to know how you wrote it.
Oh, my
What did you
bad,
write?
my bad. I
I want to
didn't
see
know
how
she
you
got
wrote
the
it. What'd you write on the list?
I wrote it in the nicest way.
What'd you say?
Black China leaked sex tape. That was it. It wasn't like you gave Whack Dome. Oh, I said it.
Did
My
she
bad.
leak it?
Somebody leaked it.
I'm gonna be honest with
Talking
you.
about Whack
I
Dome.
saw something that you.
Paige walks in. Listen, I didn't watch the tape either.
Okay,
That's not a tape.
I
That's
saw
just 7
something that you
seconds.
said.
Okay.
Where
Can you bring it up
You
on
gave
the
the
thing?
theory about it being a distraction.
Oh, COINTELPRO all day. That's CIA.
Yes.
CIA put out Black China to distract us from Black Panther.
I don't think she leaked it, but it was leaked on some petty type of time. Not sure. They're like pointing fingers at who leaked it,
Right.
but it's just not a good look, girl.
Why do women let guys do that, Ivy? Why?
maybe they trust them in that moment.
Yeah.
You know, like you're kind of like vulnerable to do almost anything in moments like that.
Yeah.
So they don't really think it through. Like,
Girls can't make decisions when they're horny.
what the fuck?
It's true.
Yes, we can.
No, you can't. That's why y'all get pregnant.
Guys can't make decisions when they're home.
I can't make decisions when I'm horny
My daddy
either.
always said it. My daddy said a man with a hard dick is a hard man to stop, which I need to ask him about.
Yo,
now,
that's
'cause I don't understand.
Hashtag time's up.
Yo, hashtag
I don't understand
me
why
too.
he used to always say that. He used to always say that. Like, a man with a hard dick is a hard man to stop, especially when he's drunk.
They don't,
there it is.
because they don't care
Oh, wait a
about
minute. You
having
got the whole
babies or
video?
none
I
of
thought
that.
I'm
it was
not
just...
watching that shit. It's not a draw for me.
All right.
Black
I
trying
didn't
to
even
suck a
know it
dick's
was
not a
that
draw
long.
for me, yo.
Yeah, you're over it.
I ain't into it. I don't.
Yeah.
How many times you watched that tape though? Because you pulled it up real fast.
No, he had a tab open.
You knew exactly.
Yo,
what
it's
it
funny.
was.
I saw him
Ivy?
fake typing on
I
the
just
computer.
saw like what was presented to me on like social media.
How would you grade her dick sucking skills? Because I've been hearing a lot of guys say it's whack, but as a woman, how would you grade it?
I mean, from the part that I saw, I was just like, she was trying to be very like freaky. She's like, put the whole thing in my mouth.
Yeah, I heard that one. That's a good line.
Put it all in my mouth. And I'm like, girl, it's not going down. And you're not doing anything. Like you're just laying there like, put it all in my mouth.
That's
like
how
you
you're
look
supposed to suck
boring.
dick. What I don't understand is this
What you want
criticism.
With some action. Like at least the guy like
Listen, the
He's
guy...
like attacking like a platinos. All right.
Platinos?
yo, you on camera, show off.
Act like it's a goddamn platinos.
Platinos.
Yes.
Nah,
Platinos?
Platinos.
What is it?
It's
Platanos.
Platanos,
Put
yeah,
some respect.
but the way
At
you
least they
said it, I thought it was a planet.
I couldn't
I was like,
even
yo,
relate.
what planet are you talking about?
Is Thanos trying to take over Platinos? Does Black Panther have to go to Platinos to fight Thanos?
You are
You didn't know that's where vibranium's from?
I'm so dead.
No, but for real, like she's a mom. She just got paid a lot of money. That's how she's supposed to suck dick. I don't
but
understand
wait.
why everybody
Just-
got.
no,
she got 2 kids, right? She got a settlement for
You gotta show why
$100,000
you
a
got
month.
the kid.
No, you got it already. Do you know what I mean?
So?
Like if she retired, she hung the jersey up on the wall. She got what she wanted.
She not
Like,
sucking dick like she needs
because in
something.
the
she already
defense of the
came
moms,
up. Like
they still
rent
getting
is
it in.
paid. You know what I mean? Like no, what I'm trying to say is all these young people that are looking at her sucking dick bad, they still trying to make it. Do you know what I mean? So you sucking dick like you want something. She got it all. Like if you
So
got,
she giving,
if I'm
she
a girl,
giving lazy head because she
she's
got
not giving.
nothing.
She's giving head accordingly. You know what I mean? If I'm a girl, right, and I'm getting $100,000 a month to do absolutely nothing, you know how I'm gonna suck dick? I'm gonna lay on my back and I'm gonna say, "Drop that dick in my mouth," because I ain't doing jack shit.
Unless you like the guy. So clearly she didn't really like this guy.
And this dude was like her fucking
But
trainer.
she had to like him if she's
whose
telling
dick is
somebody to stuff the whole shit in
No, it's not.
her
That's a
mouth.
practice.
If I don't like you, I don't want you stuffing your whole dick in my mouth.
Yo, but think about that sentence. Stuff it in my mouth. She's making him suck his dick.
What?
You know what I mean? Like she's not even doing a blowjob. She's just sitting there like a glory hole, and he's got to put the dick
Like
in and
a
take it out.
glory
He's got to. She's doing the least amount of effort possible.
what is happening here?
That's all I'm saying is, but she's a mom. Like, there's not a lot of moms
not
out there
an
that's sucking dick like that. Yes, it is.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Don't nothing discourage you in life more than whackhead. I know a girl who is so nice, beautiful person. I love her to death. Me and
Yeah.
her used to be really close. We used to have a lot of sex, and I would do everything but let her suck my dick. Like,
Yikes.
listen,
It was that bad?
bruh, I remember one time I'm sitting in her crib just minding my
She
business.
scratched you with her teeth.
No, she just was whack at it.
Yeah.
She's like, yo, let me give you some head. I'm like, no, you're not about to make me mad. and she tried to go out of her way to prove to me that she can suck dick. I don't know how she sucked dicks now, but she never got good at it when she was
Yo,
with me.
and you can't even teach them because you feel embarrassed. You feel like you hurt them. There's a way to suck dick. Like, there's a way literally to make me come in 4 sucks.
I'll tell you, no.
4 sucks
Men
on my
have
dick.
to rephrase this, though.
Yeah.
We have to tell women, I know how I like my dick sucked. I can't tell you how to suck dick.
Yo, that's
It's
good
a big difference.
Yo, that is
We gotta
true.
start rephrasing
Nah, that
this
is
shit.
true. Maybe that's why it don't work. Yo, you trash and sucking dick, bro. Hey, come here.
Let me show you how to suck this shit.
Get a piece of paper and a pen. All right, first of all, go like this.
Yo! Oh my god!
It's really not that difficult, right? I don't know how good you are at sucking dick. I don't know what your
Rate
whole thing
yourself,
is.
Ivy. On a scale of 1 to superhead.
I can't do this because my dad is gonna watch this. I don't want him knowing none of this.
You think he wants you to be bad at sucking dick? You know what I mean?
He wants you out the house, Ivy. That's why you can't get a date to a movie.
Yo, that's why you can't get a movie date.
You ain't making no money because you out here sucking dick.
Exactly. You peel the dick like a platano.
Chill.
All right, so look, all it is you get it super wet, super duper sloppy, dripping wet. You go down, and as you go down, you slide the hand down and rotate it, and then come back up. Whenever a girl, and then go all the way back up over the head and then back down. Whenever a girl does that, I'll come in 5 sucks.
This is how he likes his dick sucked.
That's how all dicks like to be sucked.
All right, not how he sucks dick.
Listen, it's how I would suck dick. It's how I would say, look, if I want to get it done, right? If I'm a girl, I don't know why you out there savoring it. You know what I mean? It's
You missed one good part though.
What's that?
You jiggle my balls, man. You grab my balls and give me a little jiggle. It's over for me,
You gotta
baby.
play some dice?
I'm yielding. I'm yielding. You are the new king. You are the new king. I'm yielding, man. Once you grab my balls.
You tapping out,
I'm tapping out. I'm yielding. You got it.
Oh my god.
You win.
Oh, fuck.
Grab those balls, man.
Oh my god, Charlamagne.
Paige, would you like to come dispel some myths about white girls?
White girls know how to suck dick?
That's what I want to know. I want to know.
I'm not talking about sucking dick on
Hold on. Is there another podcast you would like to talk about sucking dick on?
Wait.
You're not giving up your dick suck story for the idiots? Who are you saving it for?
She said, I'm not talking about sucking dick on this podcast.
Why? It's embarrassing? Why are girls embarrassed that they suck dick? We know y'all all suck dick.
my father. I don't want to talk about sucking dick with you guys. Don't. And I really have no desire to talk about it.
All right, that's fine.
I would hope, as your father, that you getting good ratings in these streets.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my god.
I'm saying, what do you want your daughter to be bad at sucking dick? That's a weird thing to hope. You know what I mean? Like,
God.
let's be real. Let's be real about it. Is that what you dream? I one day dream that my daughter becomes a successful doctor and
think when
sucks
they
at
think
sucking
about
dick?
their child being sexually active.
I'm not thinking about it. I read a story today. What the fuck was it? Who said they found? Oh, this guy called the radio station. Said he found a dildo in his daughter's room. His daughter's 17.
Big dildo, small?
Well, I told him to smell it. I said, "Did you smell it first?"
Yo, son.
No, I'm serious. And the reason I
Because you want to know if it's going up the booty.
are they used at all?
Okay,
Might have been a joke. Somebody might have gave it to her at school. She might have bought it home. You know what I mean? I don't know. So that's number one.
What if he smells it? He's like, no, that's definitely my daughter.
Number one, yeah, all right. Go talk to your mom about how to properly wipe your pussy. All right? Because something ain't right. All right. But I don't.
Yo, what is that? Christmas
you gotta
Eve?
know dildo
Hey, girl,
maintenance. This shit should be smelling like a fish
Summer's
market.
Eve? What is it called? That shit that
Summer's
girls.
Eve.
What is this shit that makes girls' pussy smell better? Summer's
right?
Eve, douche, but there's a
Summer's Eve,
wipe or something like that.
Soap. Lemonsoul. Lemonsoul is that's you definitely Latino. That's all Latino right there. Lemonsoul. That's all Latino
You
right
will
there.
always
What's
find that in a
Lemonsoul?
book. That's like a
Pussy cleaning?
Yes.
That shit sounds like something for the cabinets.
Why is that only a Spanish thing? Or is it?
I don't know, but I just know that whatever Hispanic household I walk into and I go into their bathroom, I definitely see a small or a large bottle of that
Lemonsoul.
shit.
And it's just for pussy.
Yes.
And they just keep it right there in the bathroom?
Yes, because where else are you going to use it?
I don't know. You put it in a closet. You don't keep the KY in them right next to the toothpaste.
I mean,
right?
it's
I be
casual
drunk brushing my
cleaning,
teeth
you know?
sometimes.
Just like
What?
the way you wash your ass, you're going to wash your vagina.
So do you have to use a different cream to wash your vagina from your ass?
You don't have to use a different, it's not a cream. It's like
Right.
a gel, like a, I guess like a, what is it?
Gel.
Shower
Lubricant?
gel? Like,
Yeah,
no,
shower
it's not.
gel.
Yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, for real? I use the same soap on my ass as my face.
It gives like a little
Not me.
minty, fresh feeling.
I use Irish Spring for my body, and I use Neutrogena face wash for my face, and Dr. Sandy's exfoliating face wash, which is amazing. But,
So the white soap isn't good enough for your face.
Nah, I like green. I like green.
Okay.
I like Irish
I
green
see.
spring.
So you appropriate my Irish culture.
That's it.
For
I'm
my
Irish
body.
too, though. I'm
Yeah, I
part
guess
Irish.
you are. That's true.
But
That's
I
true.
will say this: I don't want to
McKelvey.
know about my daughter having sex. Like, that's a mother conversation. Like, only thing Daddy can do is offer generic advice, like, don't bring no motherfucking babies in this house.
Yeah.
I ain't ready to be no goddamn
Use
granddaddy.
condoms.
That's it. Use condoms. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, talk to your mom about that shit. Same thing. When she get her period, talk to your mom about that shit. I see a titty
But
in the
you
house.
gotta be involved.
Talk to your mom about getting the bra. I don't got nothing to do with none of that
You
shit.
gotta be involved.
No, I
I'm
don't.
not saying that she
I
has to
see
be
a-
comfortable
I
where
see
she's
a
about to be like,
titty
so
in
I
the
was having
house.
sex with him and la 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 la. Like, I'm not saying where y'all have to have the relationship where she's talking in detail, but you gotta let her know what's up.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
All I need her to do is not get pregnant, not get no STDs, and don't be out here being a hoe.
So how do you convince
But how do you
them not
avoid
to?
that?
I don't know. Does your daddy know everybody you fuck?
No.
Exactly. Did your mom?
How many bodies you got, Ivy?
This none of your business. God.
If I want to take
Yo,
a guy
you
home
tryna
with me
get me-
tonight, it's none of your business. If she want to get freaking, was selling on the weekend? What is that? Was she selling pussy?
I know what you're talking
Can't.
about.
Do you know that song?
No.
Oh,
but
wow,
you
you young.
You're jamming.
Oh, come on.
Salt and Pepper, I'm sorry, I
Yo,
know
Salt and
some of
Pepper,
the-
the best rap group in history.
I bet you if it was Salt, Pepper, and Goya, you would know.
Maybe. Yo, fuck you.
You think they're the best rap group in history?
I'll tell you why. Because they sung songs, or they rap songs about just fucking dudes, and we knew all the words to that shit.
Girls,
Oh,
what's
yeah,
my
yeah, no.
weakness?
Man, okay,
Okay,
now
man.
chillin', minding my business.
Yes.
Bro, I
Great
could-
point. I've said that a lot. If you know a female rapper is dope, when you don't mind quoting her lyrics, even if they
About-
talking about sucking dick.
Yeah.
We have all quoted Lil' Kim at one point. I used to be scared of the dick. Now I throw lips to the shit.
Hey.
Handle it like a real bitch. You know what I'm saying? You don't mind.
Right?
You don't mind singing that
Yo,
shit,
and you
man.
hit those.
You hit that shit, man.
You say that shit with emphasis.
Right?
Come on, man. Hey,
I'm just saying, there's got to be something too. Like, it's
Yeah.
easy to rap some Jay-Z shit because we want to aspire to have his life.
Absolutely.
But the bar has to be solid.
I've
if
never
it's
wanted to
talking
suck a
about-
dick.
But
I
that
will
line.
quote
But
the
isn't
rhymes.
it crazy that, like, for female rappers, like, they have to talk about sucking dick for it to be hard?
What do you
No
mean?
pun
That's what
intended.
makes you. If she does
Like,
it
they
right.
like, yo, that shit was hard. The way she talking about
Oh
like,
yeah, because we're not gonna
Wow.
believe the other shit.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
So Black China's done. Her rap career is trash. Her rap career can never even get off the
yo,
fucking ground now.
she
Rap
could
career.
never
She's trying to
say
be a
she's-
rapper.
No, she's
She
not.
is?
Yes, it is.
Not sucking dick
Why?
like that.
Exactly. She put out a record. It's over for Black China.
What's going on?
Oh wait a minute,
What's
she
going?
put out a record and this dick suck thing comes out.
No, the record came out a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's a rap. She can never pop off now. Because what Ivy said just now is absolutely true. That's how a lot of women, when they rap, it's a lot of it has to do with how good they can suck a dick.
What about getting their pussy ate? They don't play that masculine shit like that.
What?
Like they're not like, yeah, you're gonna eat my pussy,
I never heard. No.
my
not
pussy
really.
and my crack, my neck.
But she was talking about a
my
guy eating
back.
it.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
we
saying.
know.
Make
Oh, I'm not
sure
talking
I
about.
keep busting nuts, nigga.
What's
yeah,
that?
was the only one. She said, make sure I keep busting nuts, nigga.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
And we listen to that song. Yeah,
She's
and I
like
sang
one
that
of the
one.
only ones to do that.
Well, also a lot of female
Yeah.
rappers are trash. I think that's another thing that we got to acknowledge. So just if your raps are good, we'll sing them even if they're about sucking dick. That's the thing about music. Music defies all stereotypes.
I will say this is the best. This is one of the best generations I've seen for female rappers in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a lot of dope female rappers. But, I mean, back then you had dope rappers. You had Foxy, you had Kim, you had the Brat, you had Eve.
Missy.
I still don't consider Missy an MC, though.
She's a.
What do you consider her?
Just a fun rapper. Like, she didn't, like, have bars.
Is she
you know what I'm saying?
Pharrell?
She made sound effects.
She is
like,
one of one.
I mean, no
Right.
doubt. She's talented as fuck, but I
Put
mean,
some respect on Missy's name.
quote some Missy Boss.
You see, I'm
When the
sipping
rain hits my window.
Yeah.
It's It's
To the
No, is that really Limassol?
Yo,
Is that really Limassol?
Yo, how did they not make her write some songs in Wakandan? Yo, she been speaking Wakandan for
I
like
think
the
she was
last
telling
20
Latino
years.
women to get Limassol. That's what she was saying.
Yo.
Is that really Limassol?
Is
Oh
that
my
your
God.
pussy smelling
I just
from the
think
back?
She was very creative.
Is that your pussy smelling foul? Oh shit! What if that's what she's saying backwards?
Is that your pussy smelling
foul? Is that your pussy smelling foul?
Why don't you douche with lemon sal? Why don't you douche with lemon sal?
Whoa! What if that's what she was saying this whole time?
we
Missy's
need
a
Missy to
prophet,
confirm
man.
this. Oh my God.
Shouts
Yo,
to
I hate
Missy.
all of y'all.
What else
oh
we
my
got?
God.
Throw another one
You
up.
are crazy. I didn't watch Black Panther, but I definitely watched Fergie fail at this performance of the national anthem that was jazz inspired, quote unquote, at the NBA All-Star game. Did y'all see that?
I did see that.
Yeah.
I saw that all the way in Anguilla.
Are artists allowed to have a bad performance? Can we give her a pass?
I feel like if Donald Trump finds out Fergie's Mexican, he's deporting her.
Wow.
No, I do. I really do. I find out.
Wait, speaking of, did you see the tweet that Trump said about Oprah?
What you say?
Oh yeah, that was a deflection. I don't know what he was trying to deflect.
He was
from, but
like, just
oh,
throwing
He got
shade
that
at
sexual.
her.
No, he got that sexual assault claim. Remember, the girl said that he tried to kiss her. He's probably trying to deflect that shit. Yeah.
He was like, Oprah's insecure. I saw her ask all of these biased questions.
Yeah, like she
I
wasn't
hope
even
she
talking
runs
facts.
in 2020
blah,
so I
blah,
can
blah.
beat her.
Yeah, he was saying a
Oh,
lot
he
of
wants
like
to smoke.
he was wilding.
Hey, so back to who was it? Oh, Fergie. Okay. First of all, obviously horrible. But what is the point of the national anthem? Right, it's to unite America. Right.
Yeah.
Pretty united.
That she's trash?
Yeah, but we all came together, right? There was
To agree.
exactly that. Like there was, it's the American, the national anthem has been this divisive topic, right? We've been all going, oh, should you stand? Should you kneel? What should we do? How can we acknowledge this? And for the first time in the last year, 100% of Americans listen to that. Like, no, I think we're all on the same page.
Bro, Fergie's voice took a knee mid-performance.
Bro,
It's like she just forgot
she
the
tapped
fucking
out.
words.
Big
and she
facts.
just tapped the fuck out. I'm going to tell you what I hated about that whole thing. I hated the motherfuckers that clapped. We got to stop doing that, man.
Who clapped?
So
Like, just people, like,
let
as
me
she was
tell you.
failing, people was like encouraging her.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that was
no,
really,
no.
really bad.
You know what she
That shit
sounded-
only works in the Special Olympics, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only time, bro. Like if you you know how you watch basketball games and they'll like let the kid who's a little bit slow
Cerebral
come on the court with
palsy
the
or
regular
retarded. Yeah.
and everybody will let him score and everybody go. That's the only time that shit works, bro. Stop doing that shit for grown adults with all their brain capabilities.
But you know what's
Yeah,
funny? I think that Fergie knew that she fucked up because right after she sang, she's like, "Let's play some basketball."
Nah,
like
yeah,
she tried to like
Give it up for God. Yeah, I know. I seen comedians bombing to do that shit. They go into their bag of tricks. There's black people, we got to come together. And then people don't say, okay, yeah, I'm with that.
I think I think that if you are an immigrant,
Yeah.
you should sing a national anthem like your life depends on it, or at least your
Wait, she's
citizenship.
an immigrant?
She's Mexican.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
Fergie?
Bro, yes.
Nah, she's white.
No.
no.
Google it.
I'm googling.
Hold on,
it.
Fergie's Mexican.
Fergalicious. Fergalicious is Mexican. Google it.
Fergie is Mexican. Nah, she's not.
Yo, you know
Google
what's
it.
She's a
crazy?
white girl, bro.
Google it.
Fergie's Mexican.
Google it. Listen, the only person with American citizenship in the Black Eyed Peas is will.i.am.
She's English, Irish, Mexican, Native American, and Scottish.
Yes. Well,
Fam,
goddamn.
build a wall, bro. Listen, bro. I had enough, dog. I had enough, bro. Yo, come on, bro. Yo, come on. That's wilding, bro. That's disrespect. That's disrespect. You can't disrespect your country, someone else's country like that.
I said it on the radio. I said, as soon as Trump and the alt-right, just people find out Fergie's fucking Mexican, they gonna have a
Oh my
fit.
God, bro.
Yo,
That is disrespectful. Son. Like you can't sing another country's national anthem and then disrespect it. First of all, don't take liberties. Say what?
That's probably why she did it.
What? She was trying to shit on it?
Yes.
Oh, that's foul. No.
Her voice did take a knee, so I can see where you're going with this.
No, I don't like
How
that
you
at all.
forget the words though? That's the That's the thing.
Did she?
Yes, she said like it was the part where she was supposed to be like, and the brave Star Spangled Wave. What's the line? Oh, it's a wave something line.
Oh,
She didn't even say the line.
banner,
Where she was just like, It was like
She was
it was
scatting.
hated. She did
She was
Missy.
scatting.
She went Missy. She had some bars, and then just like when she didn't think of nothing to write, she was just It was some weird sound effect.
Until the word came to her brain.
She never got the words back.
I was there live. I was at the game.
Really?
Bro, we were looking around like we didn't know if it was we didn't know if it was a prank.
Everybody.
We don't know, and people don't realize this. Before that, bare naked ladies sung the Canadian national anthem. Right? These four old dudes. They look like they're like cooking show hosts, and they were from that song. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. You know that song back in the day. Anyway, they sang the Canadian national anthem first, and we're like, "There's no way anything could be worse than this. This was the worst national anthem I've ever seen." And then Fergie was like, "Hold my beer." The whole stadium in disbelief.
The fucked up shit about it is she
Let's
hosts.
play some basketball.
You host a singing competition.
What is she on?
Fergie is the
The
host
four.
of Fox's The Four. And I'm like, now
They
somebody
got to make
needs
that
challenge
the
her
3,
seat.
dog. Yo,
Word about, and she's just the host, but like it's like, bruh, like how are you the host of a singing competition? I don't respect
And
you
she
now.
said she honestly tried her best.
No,
and that was not. You
Well,
can't
your
say
best isn't
that.
good enough.
yo, you might be too young
Just
for
be
this,
like, I've been
but
having
like
a rough night.
back in the day, we used to have batteries in our shit.
What shit?
In our like cassette players and CD
Okay.
players. And when you bought the batteries from the Chinese lady on the subway, they would last for like maybe a play of the whole CD. and Fergie sounded like when the batteries in the cassette
Yes, it started to
player
get slow. Yeah, like the music just started to slow down.
Yeah.
You'd be like, slam! Dun, 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 lift the boy. That's exactly how she motherfucking sounded, yo.
Oh my God. I can't throw shade.
I thought this shit was.
So
I thought it was trash, man.
Yeah, it was bad.
I did. I honestly thought it was trash, and I feel like if that was the best she could do, she needs to learn how to motherfucking do better.
Woof.
That's
she
just how
gotta
I
get
feel.
fired.
Nah, that's not the best she could do because she did that one performance where she was doing the cartwheel and singing.
When?
Remember? It was like a
probably
couple years back.
She was lip syncing.
What I hate is when
Nah.
what I hate is when people have to prepare for something and still suck at it, right? So you got motherfucking Fergie who knew she had to sing this national anthem at the All-Star game and forgot the words. You had Black China who knew she was gonna suck a dick that day and forgot how to suck dick, or maybe never knew how to suck dick. Either way, she knew her dick was. I didn't know that she asked for the dick.
She said, "Put the whole thing in my mouth."
Come on, man! I think I'm about to get the best blowjob of my life when you tell me some shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel like the moral of the story is don't take your talents for granted. Don't sleep on your talents.
Humble yourself.
Yes.
You can always be better.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. Carl Lewis sang the national anthem back in the day,
Yeah, that was a really bad one.
and he was horrible at it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking this weekend, right? Who sang the national anthem worse, Carl Lewis or Fergie? And who probably sucks dick better, Carl Lewis?
Oh, Carl Lewis sucked dick way better. That's
gotta be.
gold medal.
Gotta be.
No, yeah,
Gotta
absolutely.
Be.
No,
I'm
that's
sure
without
Carl
a
Lewis
doubt.
sucks dick better than Black China.
Oh, fact. Carl Lewis, I mean, he's a physical marvel.
Yeah.
Like, this is like one of the greatest
Yeah.
athletes in the history of the world. You think he's not going to be athletic at sucking dick?
Oh my God.
What is
Athletic
this?
at sucking dick.
I mean, he might be.
We're talking about sucking dick. What's going on? I'm shooting for a Wu-Tang documentary later. That's why I have on my Wu-Tang Target T-shirt. You look like you from Wakanda, man. You look like you part of the Buka's tribe.
Jabari. That's a Jabari
tribe.
right there.
Jabari. What else we got, Ivy?
Young Thug went to Twitter about 2 days ago talking about, from now on, my name is Sex.
I heard that. I thought about
From
that
this
today.
day forward, you will acknowledge me as Sex.
I don't have a problem with that. The reason I don't have a problem with that because I used to work with somebody whose name was Big Sexy. His name is Bill Black. Salute to my guy, Bill Black. He was my co-host on the radio, and I was his co-host on the radio, Hot 103.9 in Columbia, South Carolina. We used to do a show together called The Hot Boys, and he was Big Sexy based off the wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So and he was a big dude. So it was Bill, Big Sexy, Black. So everybody used to call him Big Sexy. So I feel like if I can call a man Big Sexy, I don't see why I couldn't call a man Sex. Now, I will say you need an adjective with that. It can't just be sex. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be something in front of the sex. It can't just be sex. I can't just call you sex.
What if it's just like sex?
Sex. Like, what do you mean, like sex? Shut up.
Was that a lisp joke? Was that a lisp joke?
That was emphasis. But it's like, how you go from Young Thug to Sex? Like, and we're supposed to just adapt? I don't really do well with name change.
The funny shit is about our culture, we should have a problem calling them thug.
That's so true.
That's the thing we should have a problem with.
That's great.
We shouldn't be wanting to feel comfortable calling them thug. Like,
Why?
because that's not like a
thugging isn't a
negative
positive
connotation.
Yeah, positive thing. Sex is positive, right? You could be a slut now.
I just can't ask
You could
about
be a
you.
slut now.
I can't ask about you to my other homeboys. Like, I can't walk up to Andrew and be like, yo, what's up with sex?
Yo, how's sex been?
Yeah, how's
But ladies and gentlemen, come to the stage.
I heard you and Sex were hanging out.
Yo, why we don't kick it with sex no more? Like, what the fuck y'all mean? Y'all used to kick it with sex? What does that even mean?
I don't know what Young Thug is up to. I don't know what the whole thing. It just
Yeah.
seems too. It seems stressful to like get dressed that way every day.
What do you mean?
It's just so right. Like it's just so like you got to think about your outfit every day. Like
That's
it
a
just-
well-dressed motherfucker. Though.
Yeah,
I'll
he
give him
is,
that.
but it's like it's that much. He must have a stylist or something like that.
It's
Or
like his thing.
but like, does he go out shopping for these items? Does someone else shop for him?
I feel like
and just
maybe
the
it's
rings
just
and all
like
that?
he has his own desire of wearing certain things, and he has like a stylist to add on to his vision.
And they bring the clothes to his house,
maybe,
or does he go to? He actually
he probably has
spends
a
that
personal
much
shopper
time
and
what?
then shops on his own time.
Oh, it's too
Nah,
much.
they do. They have those personal shoppers. They buy you a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
They bring it to your house. They put your outfits together for you.
Mm-hmm.
That I could
'Cause
do,
his
but I
outfits are
don't have the
definitely
time to
thought
do
through.
it myself. I don't know how anybody has the time to do
Nothing
that
he
themselves.
wears look comfortable.
It's awful.
Every
He looks
time I
like
see him-
Captain Crunch.
Yes, every time I see him in a pair of jeans,
Captain
I think about
Crunch?
him on a plane. Can you imagine being on a plane for
Oh,
4 or 5 hours in
dude.
them tight ass jeans?
And just constant ding, 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 ding. It's all like the metal's always clinking and clanking. It's too.
man.
Don't you want to just wear sweats when you go home? Don't you want to just put on sweats?
That's all I do. Biker shorts and sweats.
That's it. You're at home.
He'd
You're gonna
probably
watch
be in his house
Netflix
with
and
panties
skinny
on.
jeans and fucking. Wait, you think he's wearing panties?
In his house?
Are panties comfy or no?
Yeah.
Because it's breathable, right? You got to let the pussy
Yeah.
breathe. Like pussy's one of those things you can't like contain it.
Unless
Yeah,
you
you
got a
gotta be,
container
like,
of
aware of, like,
Lemonsoul
the
in the
Yo.
cabinet.
Yo,
But you got that
that's-
Lemonsoul on deck.
Yo, that's
But
why
you
y'all
can't
need
expect that to
Lemonsoul.
be your saving grace, you know?
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
if you wear those tight ass fucking jeans all the time, you don't let the pussy breathe. Then you need Lemonsoul. But if you just wear some
lemon
Lululemons
salt.
or whatever that shit is,
That's
I
why
don't know what it
people
is.
say, listen, don't ever fuck a girl when she been wearing leggings all day. Cause boy, when you take them leggings off and she been farting and accumulating that smell around that vagina area, that shit just hit you like woof.
Yeah, marinade.
You know when a Haitian walk up on you and blow you blow that fucking dust on you. That's how that shit be, man.
Blow the fucking dust on you. I cannot.
serious, man.
Yo.
Oh, wait till they introduce that character in Black Panther.
Who? The Haitian?
Brother Voodoo.
Yo.
So y'all don't know this comic book shit runs deep. Well, Brother Voodoo is a superhero from Haiti.
Shout out to my Zoes.
I'm dead serious, y'all.
Really?
Listen, this whole world is a dope
What
world.
if Brother Voodoo is Wyclef in the movie? Wouldn't that be great?
So that'd be such typecasting on white.
Hold on. So wait, and what is his thing? What is his superpower?
He's mystic. He's like Doctor Strange. It's just that all his stuff is like voodoo.
So he uses magic.
He uses magic.
And can he like create food?
Oh, I'm sure he can. I don't know. I think he's a zombie
Maybe he
too,
should
if I'm not
start with
mistaken.
that. Just create
What a
some
bizarre
food.
question.
A little just chicken and
I'm not
rice.
listening to him. I think he's mistaken. I think he's.
Wouldn't you do that if you had the superpowers of magic? You wouldn't like create doors that you could go into and hang out with your friends
What
in
did Dr.
Wakanda,
Voodoo create?
right? You maybe just create like a chicken farm.
He could resurrect people.
That's what I would do. You see all these hungry people.
Most of
That's why you don't have magic powers.
I'm saying if I had magic powers, it would be lit. Know that. Everybody eat.
But what if you can't make food?
Say what?
What if you have powers that can do everything but just create food?
Well, what else could I do?
That would make all these people that are creating all these these GMO foods now magicians.
They are basically magicians.
They are,
That's what
yeah,
GMOs
yeah,
is,
yeah.
really.
If you
But
could
I would
just-
create some like farms. I would create some like vegetation, and then they could make the food.
I don't know why he never did that.
Yeah.
I don't think he did. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. But I just know that in the comic book, there's a Brother Voodoo.
Yeah.
And he's a mystical, magical creature, just like Doctor Strange, but
Yeah.
he's from Haiti. And he rocks with Black Panther.
And he does that doll thing. They make the doll, and then
I never seen him use a doll. Not that I remember. But he had a.
They
he-
use a doll that's a reach.
yeah, I never seen him use a doll. But he does have magical powers.
Puerto Ricans aren't into the voodoo. That's the Dominicans.
Bullshit.
It's like brujeria, santeria. all
Yeah,
that
but you
type
don't
of
do that
stuff.
shit in Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
right? You do? Really?
Like what?
I thought that's just some Dominican-ish.
Like what?
I can't explain, but I know that they believe in like that superstition type of thing. You know,
what is
where
the
there's
spell?
certain things.
What is the spell that you guys do to get pregnant so often?
Yo, I think it's all in the sazon. Like, it's something that makes us like super fertile.
No, they do say that Latino women are more fertile, but I think it's because your cervix is lower.
Is that true?
I think it's because their cervix are lower.
Is
Yeah,
this a scientific fact or a Brilliant Idiots Andrew show?
It might be a half
theory?
and half, but
Okay.
the cervix is what the cum got to go into to get pregnant, and I think yours is a little bit lower, so it just gets there early. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't have
Straight
the
in
answer,
there.
Sway, but
White girls' cervix are in their throat.
yo,
That's why these chicks stay not pregnant. For real.
listen.
What else you got?
I just wanted to highlight this beautiful woman because her birthday was yesterday.
Who?
And I'm talking about Rihanna.
Oh man, God bless Rihanna, man.
God bless her. She
You know?
is such a badass.
She's only 30.
Only 30. Only 30. And she, in the spirit of like giving back just how Drake did, she raised like $2.3 billion for education all across the world. And I,
I
feel
didn't hear
like that
about that. She
wasn't,
didn't do a video for it. I didn't even hear
nobody
about
No, I
like
don't believe it.
highlighted that. That was
did that
an
happen?
amazing
that.
achievement.
Where'd you get this stat from?
All over the net. It's
Never
all-
saw it.
I don't know if I
Really?
believe it,
She
bro.
raised $2.3 billion for what now?
For education all across the world. I know she was definitely doing that for a while.
Yeah.
So I guess she got participants from different angles, and
You got to be specific with your charity nowadays, bro. If I don't see it,
Yeah,
I know
what is
exactly
education?
What is education? What does that
Yeah, I don't even
mean?
know what that means. What does education around the world mean? She just
I guess
throwing
for
books at
people-
poor kids?
yo,
I'm just saying.
I'm serious.
It's
I don't know, it's probably
2018.
to build schools and to have more structure. You know, there's a lot of places that don't have school systems where they have a proper desk,
Yeah.
you know, or a book that's actually like with clean pages.
Right.
So maybe she's providing things that they lack all across the world, especially in third world countries. Like
Right.
they lack a lot of that. So if she has some responsibility in making sure that they attain that, then that's a great achievement.
Well, I want to thank Rihanna for the education she gave us back in 2013
What'd she say?
when she took us all out that night in LA.
Oh, yeah, that was a great night.
And then took us to a fucking a hood club, and smoked weed with us and
That's lit.
got all
I should
our
have shot
drinks
my shot, huh?
and paid for our car service.
I should have
lit.
shot my shot.
I just don't know
That's
why
ball
Rihanna was
shit.
so humble, bro. I still don't know today. And to me, I feel like she hasn't changed. I haven't seen her
Yeah.
or spoke to her since then. Oh, I know we spoke since then, like but I haven't seen her. But I'm like, I just don't know why she was so humble, bro. She was
Why
Rihanna
not?
at this time.
She was popping Rihanna.
She was Rihanna,
still.
Rihanna.
I mean, yeah, this is #1 album.
This is big. This is Rihanna, man.
But I feel like real bosses take care of the people around them.
But she wasn't our boss.
But it's
You know
not
what I mean?
about
Like, she
being
didn't- I mean,
your
maybe she
boss,
knew
it's being
you.
a boss.
That was the second time I met her in my life. She probably remember the first time I met her. I met her when she first came out, when she had like the Ponder replay. And she was like,
SOS.
yeah, she was like backstage at like a Powerhouse concert or something, and I said what's up to her. And I remember saying to myself, damn, Rihanna tall. And I was like, I better then. And then like after that, I didn't know her.
Yeah. I
had
remember when
to
she
pick
first
us
came
up.
out, I didn't think
picked
that
us
she
up,
was as
man.
beautiful as I thought she was now.
Nah, Rihanna bad. Rihanna bad. And
Do you
then-
like thick Rihanna or
she-
skinny Rihanna?
thick Rihanna all day?
I like skinny
I love her.
Rihanna.
I like a thick
Yo,
like a
I
kindergarten pencil.
hope I have that look.
What?
Like a kindergarten pencil. You remember those kindergarten pencils?
do.
That's how I like Rihanna. Rihanna looked good as fuck thick.
Them jumbo.
There you go, man. Oh, man, when she was sitting in that red dress. Oh, man, looking like she just fucking ate, rubbing her stomach. Oh, man, yo. Oh, you didn't see that shit? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
when she performed at the Grammys, it was like the grand debut of her thickness.
I loved it.
Like everybody was like, "Yo, where
I
all
loved
this
it.
body come from?" That's crazy.
I loved it. And you'll never be the thickest person on stage as long as Khaled's on stage with you.
Oh, yeah, Kyle's up there.
I don't know
Oh
why.
my
Khaled, listen,
Or Kelly Clarkson. She don't give a fuck.
she gave it up a long time ago.
She don't give a
She
fuck.
gave it up a long time ago.
Wow.
She
She got confident.
Kelly got a man that love
her
her.
sing.
At
Oh,
home.
yeah.
I definitely think that when I get rich, I'm gonna be fat too.
That's what I'm saying. Kelly don't give a flying.
You're gonna be
fuck.
fat.
being good.
What you mean you're gonna be fat?
It's gonna come to a point where you just don't give a fuck. You got so
Why?
much money. What do you care about?
Keep
You gonna
on
be
giving a
eating
fuck.
good.
Word
Yeah,
bar.
but don't you want your husband to want to fuck?
Yeah,
Kelly
but I
Clarkson
don't think I'm gonna
doesn't
let
love.
myself go like where I'm gonna be like out of control.
She had a few
but
babies though. Yeah,
That happens.
she should be a wrestler. That'd be dope. Kelly the Belly Clarkson. Come on.
Wow. You out of control. Out of control.
She should just have a few babies.
Talk,
though.
bro.
Did she have
She's
a couple
gonna send you a
babies?
nice email.
I don't know if she's had a baby, dude. I didn't.
Nah, she had a
She's
baby.
had,
You're
she's a
sure?
few.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She had a baby or two.
She had like magazine covers about it and all that. Come on,
Well,
man.
I mean, I don't keep up on Kelly, but like she out there.
Kelly do got one song that I love, bro.
Which one is that?
Fucking Since You Been Gone, bro.
Since you've been
That
gone.
shit is
She
hard.
talking about her metabolism. I can't eat for the first time since you've been gone. Yeah, yeah. I can't see my pussy anymore.
That is terrible. I would hate to lose sight of my vagina because of my belly.
You got
It's hard to see your vaginas too. You need to like get up all in here, right?
You-
Because
yeah, we need
underneath.
mirrors.
Y'all keep eating 2 carbs with every meal. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, it's
Chill.
true.
Because I eat bagels every day.
And you eat
Really?
rice and beans,
Oh, you're
rice and
fucked.
beans.
Stop.
For real, you're fucked.
How often do
Bagels
you
are one
rice
of the
and
worst
beans?
things.
A lot.
See what I'm saying? You young now.
But it's because, like,
2 more
what
years.
else
yo.
am I going to eat? Like, it's already enough that I cut a lot of stuff out of my diet, right?
Yeah.
I'm a pescatarian. So a lot of the things that will keep me full are breads and rice and noodles and stuff. And I know that's all bad.
You don't eat eggs?
But not barely.
Oh, you gotta eat
What made
eggs.
you change your diet like that?
There was many reasons why, but one, it was like the journey for like better skin. I just
Mm.
wanted to crack down on what it was that was making my skin like freak out.
That is a fact.
And
It's all about diet. Dairy will fuck your shit
Yeah.
up.
You got
I
great
know.
skin though.
things. Yeah, this was like 2 years later.
Oh,
so
okay.
it better pull through. The
If
fuck.
you see me with a pimple, it's because I've been fucking dairy. I've been drinking dairy.
Is it that much? The
Yeah, I'm about to
dairy?
say fucking
Yeah.
dairy. That was fucking cow.
I'll have a
See me
slice
with
of
a pimple, I
pizza.
fucked the cow. All right?
Yeah, I'll have a slice of pizza and like 3 days later, my skin is
I'm
like.
telling you, cheese, ice
Wildin'.
cream. I can't fuck with that shit. If I get a pimple, it's because of fucking dairy.
Really?
Dr. Sandy Ban put me on all of that, man. Like people don't realize how much of what you put into your body shows on the outside.
Facts.
So what do you have?
I need to
Well, you
holler
don't
at
drink
Sandy.
coffee. So what do you do with cereal?
I don't really eat cereal like that. I don't do cereal at all. But if
I
I do,
haven't
I do
eaten
almond
cereal in
milk.
so long.
Almond milk is just as good.
I actually
almond
fuck
milk
with
is really
almond milk.
good.
I
Almond
do
milk is
like
great.
almond
I
milk.
know how people act like they don't like almond milk.
Yeah.
By the way, you remember back in the day when you was poor, you had to pour water on your cereal? Nobody
Can't
cares about...
Me neither, bro. That's different.
I mean, we didn't have it all, but I definitely wasn't putting no water in my damn
But I'm
cereal.
saying, I don't think the liquid matters with cereal, bro.
Nah,
it does.
I don't know,
It does
man.
based on the way, like, I'll look at you.
I'm not gonna put
Fucking
Kool-Aid
out.
or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like liquor, but like some water or like any type of creamery
I
stuff.
might be able to fuck with some Kahlua and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That could be a nice little
I don't
treat.
trust nobody who eats cereal for breakfast anyway.
What you mean?
Cereal's a snack, bro. Cereal's a fucking snack, man.
That's
That
a
shit
big
is a
fact.
daytime snack, late night snack. Nobody eats cereal in the morning. Who eats cereal in the morning?
Everyone who eats cereal.
Who got that kind of time?
It's the quickest thing. Bang, bang, done.
Nah,
we out.
I ain't
What
got
you
that time.
scrambling up some eggs?
No.
What
I'm
you eating?
On the run, getting a protein shake.
Oh, that's
Oh my
different.
God,
Or bagel.
you have
Yo, bagels, yo, bagels will get you, man. Seriously.
And I love bagels. Like, it's bad.
Think about it. When you think of who got the best bodies in the world, you're like, Jews.
Why?
No, I'm like, no, you never think that.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You got to
Who's
go
make
off of the
bagels?
diet. Who's in the best shape? What people?
People who eat nothing,
Japanese, yo.
but they eat
Fish,
weird
vegetables.
shit.
Fish, rice, vegetables. You've never seen a fat Japanese unless they're sumo wrestlers.
Well, I'm not trying to be on that type of time.
Why do sumo wrestlers get so fat?
Because they're so weight, dog.
Nah, but like
Just
that's
leaning.
a different type of weight.
Say
Like,
what?
That's a different type of weight.
Yeah,
Like,
they have to
that's not
train to be that
normal
fat.
Greediness. Like
No,
that's
no, they're in
just
shape. Those motherfuckers are in shape. They're flexible.
But how? See, that's what doesn't add up to me.
What doesn't
like,
add up?
how are you gonna be like in shape and flexible, but like you still like
Fat?
yeah.
No such thing. That's bullshit. All that healthy fat shit, there's no such fucking...
Like I could just imagine like sumo wrestlers like fighting and wheezing.
I'm sure they do.
Nah.
The fights don't last long, though.
But what about NFL? Look, I'm with you on this. I'm with you on the idea there's no such thing as like big boned, all that kind of stuff is nonsense. But there are certain people who weigh a lot and are in good shape, like NFL players, like the fucking linemen
That's
are in good
low
Like
density.
shape.
6'6" too. Like those offensive linemen, like 6'6", 300. So that makes
Fair.
sense. I don't know what the
I
ratio
do believe in the
is to
big
be that
bone
size,
thing.
but it makes
So
sense.
they're not as big as we assume they are.
Yeah, hell no.
Yeah, you're like 6'6", 300.
Like you
not
look at my guy
6'2".
like Dwayne Brown. Dwayne's 6'5", 6'6", big as a motherfucker. He's like,
Yeah.
but he's big. Like
Yeah.
they're tall and big. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like not just fat. You can't be 5'9", 300 pounds, bro. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
What else we got?
That's all my topics for the
Oh,
day.
good.
What else is there?
I think that I don't know.
I mean, we don't.
we gave him a hot 90 minutes, bro. What
I
else
mean,
you-
if that works, that works. I mean, should we talk about this shooting thing or no? So
Damn,
sad.
had
I want
it
to
and
stay
just-
away
I
from
didn't
the
want to bring it
sad.
up.
I will say this. I don't know what other talking points can be said when it comes to mass shootings in America. I think mass shootings are just the collateral damage of having the right to bear arms. Like I really don't know. I don't know what is there to say. Like Donald Trump said that they're banning like
Bump stocks.
bump stops. That's like banning fucking chargers, but still selling cell phones. Like, don't ban the chargers. You got to ban
Yeah.
the phones are the problem.
Right,
You ban the motherfucking cell phones. I don't care about the accessory that goes with the fucking.
I heard that there
phone.
was like some talk about having teachers bear arms. That's
Nah.
wild.
just
Like
hire
y'all don't even
armed
give a fuck
security.
about the books that they have.
Yeah.
Hire armed security. If it's becoming this, first of all, the schools are already preparing for this kind of shit because they have the
They need
drills.
to treat white schools like black schools,
Were they
how?
where they used to have like the whole like
metal detector?
what?
Oh, forget
got
the-
searched.
Oh,
Crazy.
forget the metal detector. My daughter's school, you can't get into the school during the day. The school door locks. You can't get into the school during the day. You have to buzz in, and the secretary has to look and see who you are. Like, you don't just get into these certain schools.
Yeah.
Like, they got some high-tech shit that they can avoid. This shit can be
What's that like having
prevented.
kids during this whole thing? Like you have kids in school, right now.
It's just another thing that adds to my anxiety already. Like, I mean, like you have anxiety for different things, but I already suffer from parental paranoia. So that's just another thing, because you think that this is one of these places that you feel like you can send your kid to school and that's his safe haven. You know what I mean? You deal with regular shit in school, bullies. You know what I mean? Shit you can get away with. Now you got these fucking kids coming to shoot up schools. Like in Ohio this week, some 7th grader had a gun and fucking shot himself, and then his white friend went to go win a rap battle. Like, this shit is just all fucked up out here in these streets. So it's just like, in my mind, I'm like, damn.
It ain't safe.
Where are you safe at? I think about this shit all the time. Like, I'm going to see Black Panther tonight. I go at the oddest times. I go like when it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon when
by yourself.
Yes, on a big Wednesday when it's just me and a couple white
like that's
people.
Scarier though.
No, because ain't nobody in there.
But I need a witness.
Ain't nobody shooting up no fucking.
If you're dead, a witness ain't gonna do nothing.
These guys want attention. They want to kill. They want to kill as many people as possible. That's why they come in with automatic weapons. Like, they go into the crowded areas. When you're anytime I'm in a crowded area, I got anxiety because I'm like, I don't know who want to be a star today.
I have anxiety.
Yo, it's true.
I don't know who want to be a star. I don't know who want to be a star today.
Why do you think that school shootings and mass shootings get so much more attention than, let's say the shootings that happen in Chicago or the shootings that happen in other, violent parts of the country?
Mass. Keyword.
But there's more people that are killed in Chicago than are killed in a mass shooting over the course of a year.
Not at one time, no.
No, but over the course of a year. When what was it? We so like what 60 people got shot over a weekend, or like maybe it was even hundreds of people got shot over.
Yeah, but if 60 people get killed at one time in one place in Chicago, that's news immediately. Like immediately. Like,
I understand your point though.
Yeah, because I guess my point is, like, if you average out these mass shootings throughout the year, they don't come, and all of them together, they don't come close to the amount of people that are killed in one part of the country. And I think, the people who look at it through the lens of race will look, oh, well, it's racism. When white kids get shot up at the school, then we care. When black kids get shot up in South Side Chicago, we don't care. But I don't
think they care either way.
Well, what I truly think it is because we react the same way to like acts of terror, and I think that what it is we know we can avoid getting shot in Chicago by just not going to South Side.
But that's the scary part, though.
We don't know. Exactly. We can't avoid getting shot at a school,
at a movie theater,
or whatever,
in the mall, at a fucking country concert.
So on some level, it's selfishness, right? On some level, we're like, oh, people getting killed in Compton? Well, yeah, I just won't go to Compton.
Like a norm.
Exactly.
This is more of a shock factor.
It's not even a norm. It's like, well, they all have this weird normalcy.
It's closer to home when it happens at places
we
that
can't
you
control it. What I'm saying, that's what freaks us out. Like, oh, I want to not. I want to not get this. I want to not get this disease. All right, I just won't go to a country that has that disease. I want to not get shot in a drive-by shooting. Okay, I just won't go to gang territory. I won't wear a certain color. I can avoid these things.
But you're going to the mall.
You going to the mall. Your kids are going to school.
Going to school.
So in a weird way, there's like an inherent selfishness. Like, we don't care about these other people dying because we got to deal with that.
Here's the thing, though. You say care. I think the media cares when they run to these mass shootings because it brings attention, but nobody cares in the bigger scheme of things because nothing's being changed in any of these places.
They're just there to announce that it happened, and then nothing happens after.
Nothing's being changed in Chicago.
They talk about, we need change, we need this needs to happen, and then
gun laws are being changed. Like, and to be honest with you, I don't know what to do. I really don't know. Like, this is one of those things where I'm absolutely stumped on.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what to do. Like, we talk about it. We see it all the time. It's a mass shooting. We pray for such and such, whatever the area is. We need stricter gun laws. Then everybody will go silent for a while. Then it's another mass shooting, and we start the cycle all over again. I don't know what the motherfucking do at this point.
I don't know. I don't know if gun laws end up.
And I don't even think it's the guns.
Me either.
I think
it's the people.
I think that
it's the goddamn people. Guns do not kill people. People with guns kill people. Right. I can either pick up this phone and use it to dial, or I can throw it at one of y'all in this room and hit you in the fucking head, and it's gonna hurt. Yeah. Like, all I'm trying to do is avoid crazy.
Yep.
Every day of my life.
Yep.
Sometimes crazy got a gun. Sometimes crazy got a knife.
And I feel like at this time, like, crazy is at an all-time high. Like, it's a lot of crazy ass people out here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all I'm trying to do is avoid crazy.
At the forefront too. Like, crazy is cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
I think that both sides, and this is why I'd like to attack mental illness. I think that's the way that you at least curb a little bit of this, because both sides agree on it. Like, the people who are anti-guns and the people who are pro-guns both would agree that we don't want crazy people to have guns.
Yeah.
Right? So why don't we start in a place we both agree on instead of going back and forth with legislation we know are not going to pass? Why don't we find a way to make it difficult or impossible for people with mental illness to possess a firearm?
But didn't Barack sign some law like that? And then Trump
that's been
reneged on it?
politicized. It's what it did is, what was the exact law? I looked it up yesterday. What it said is that people who have who receive Social Security benefits because they have some disability and they need help paying bills or whatever because of mental illness shouldn't get guns, which I agree with. But there is an argument that it violates the Fourth Amendment, which is due process, meaning you can't say that I can't have a gun without me showcasing that I don't have the ability to have to use one properly, right? And this is one of those tricky things where the Constitution kind of doesn't work in everybody's favor, but it's important to maintain that rule, or else the government can just start going, you know what, we don't want you to drive. And they're like, why? We just don't feel good. You know what, we don't want you to smoke cigars.
I'll be honest with you. In certain cases, that's fine. Because Nicholas Cruz, if you didn't see that coming a mile away, that's why I hate all these people that get on TV now and they be like, we knew it was going to be him. If y'all knew it was going to be him, you should have been put this motherfucker in a padded room.
Yeah.
Like, this motherfucker got on social media saying shit like, I'm going to kill one of y'all with an AR-15 one day.
Yeah.
Green light.
Wait, he said that?
Yes, he posted shit like that. Like, what else do you need to know?
So wait, how is Facebook not flagging this shit? Like, Facebook can flag all these fake Russian ads, but they can't flag
we're
an AK.
all desensitized to this kind of shit. Like, we see all of these different threats and all of these crazy shit being said on social media.
We don't know
all the
what's
time.
a joke and what's not.
Exactly, man. We got to start taking shit serious. Like, this shit really got to be like Minority Report. Remember Minority Report when they had that fucking task force that could get you before you committed crime?
Yeah, but
if you talking about certain shit shouldn't even be played with. Don't play with that. If you got to get on your fucking social media and you say some wild shit like, y'all gonna shoot up this whole school, all right, guess what? I'm gonna come fucking lock you up and treat you like you're conspiracy to motherfucking commit a terrorist attack or whatever the fuck this shit is.
I mean, we do, certain parts of that are illegal, right? Like, you can't say, I plan to kill the president. That's illegal to say.
Yeah.
Right? So the argument is, do we extend that to other things, and then how far do we extend that?
Hey, man, don't play.
And then how does this affect other areas like music? Like, when you say in a song, you know, fuck, blah, 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 I'm going to take him and his people out, all of a sudden, can I prosecute you for that? Or is that considered art? And then all of a sudden people are going to say, well, my Facebook posts are a reflection of my art. They're just me. It's a slip. Dude, I'm telling you, legislation's a slippery slope, man.
Yeah.
I'm on your side, and I want to put all these people away, but I also think about how far that can extend and how uncomfortable it could get.
But that goes back to my point. I just think all of this is collateral damage for the right to bear arms, for free speech, all this other shit. Like,
we got to think, how bad do we want guns? If we want guns, we can't be, and I know it sounds sad, we can't be surprised when these things happen because this is the price. And it's fucking sucks. But
America don't need guns, though.
Listen. Okay, let's say you're.
If there was a way that we could really make sure everybody gave up their guns, they weren't hiding shit behind their back. Everybody gave up their guns. I think everybody would agree to that.
But what if you got a bear in your backyard?
That bear, first of all, your house shouldn't be there. That's another thing that we got to talk about. Stop knocking down these motherfuckers' habitats. Like, how many fucking neighborhoods do you need? I'm serious, man.
But you live within the forest where there are animals
and it's whack, and I feel
that?
bad every time I'm driving through this shit.
Yeah.
And deers, that's why I don't fuck with the deers. I hate when I see people blowing the horns at the deers and calling the people on the deers to come kill the deers. Like,
you're in their neighborhood.
We're in their shit. Clearly, this was all woods at some point in life. I'm from the country. I know what woods look like. This was woods. Y'all knocked all the trees down to build houses. Now you mad at the motherfucking deers because they don't have no place to go.
That's funny.
That shit is fucked up.
People always like, there was a shark attack. No, there wasn't.
You was in their fucking habitat. Come on, man. Seriously, like, we got to stop this shit. I'm like, I don't buy. I sat on the backyard in the Poconos back in the day at my aunt's house, and I watched this motherfucking bear in that river. Not once did I feel like he didn't belong.
Right.
Not once did I go say.
So humans should just live in cities? That's what you think?
No, it's just, I think that we should live on the motherfucking 25% of land that's allocated for us, and that's it.
Right.
Like, don't leave this certain shit you don't have to do. Plus, why are we knocking down all these motherfucking trees?
Sure.
Like, we need trees.
Yeah.
Like, it's
But we
oxygen,
also
carbon
need
dioxide
space.
change. No, you don't.
Look how New Yorkers are living. We're living in little rat boxes.
Yeah, but we're here for the money. If you fly across the country, you look down there, plenty of space.
Yes, I grew up on acres, baby.
But we all want to be here.
Not
we
me.
do want to be here because the money's here. There's no money in these other places.
I live in Jersey.
But what about?
But that's right here. It's
Where they
next
knock
door.
down trees.
Okay, but what about this? What if you lived in a place where, like, the closest police station maybe was 30 minutes away, and you want to have some way of kind of protecting your family in case there was an intruder or whatever?
Listen,
in
I'm
the
all
house?
for the right to be honest, baby. I said if, hypothetically speaking,
Right.
we all gave up guns.
Oh, because then you wouldn't have to worry about protecting your family because
Absolutely.
everybody gives a gun back.
I got me a couple weapons.
Yeah.
I like my-
Hey, don't try me.
I like my guns. You know what I'm saying? The wife, send the wife to the range too. Like I like all of that shit. Like I don't have a problem with guns.
Right.
I just want to keep guns out of the hands of crazy people. I don't think
But that's
guns
not
are the
going to
issue.
stop nobody from
How do we do that?
doing something crazy. Just because they don't have a gun doesn't mean that they can't make things to
Well,
kill
I think she
people.
made a good point, right? Like ISIS might not have guns, but they'll rent a van and then drive it down a crowded street and kill, tons of people. So exactly,
stab
people
you to
will
death.
kill. People will kill or find a way to kill. I think the argument about the AR-15s or these automatic weapons is that if you restrict the amount of rounds that a gun can fire off, then there'll be less casualties. That's at least the
Ban
argument.
the automatic weapons. Ban the automatic weapons. Ban the bumper stoppers or whatever that fucking
Right.
call
We just
automatic
need to
weapons.
be on
and
a
that's it.
higher alert. We need to really watch the people and observe.
right.
Because if you can see that somebody's a little off, you want to be more attentive to that person instead of outcasting them.
Or you're right too.
That's
bro.
gonna make them react. That's gonna make them want to kill.
I don't know,
You know?
man. Sometimes you can be nice to these motherfuckers and they'll kill you first.
I mean, look.
I don't know.
No, for real. Look. I mean, it's sad to say, but my brother deals with mental illness.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be able to get a gun.
Yeah.
He should have. And I was talking to a friend of mine. I don't want to say her name, but she was like, "Listen, I shouldn't be able to get a gun." And she's someone who's dealt with mental illness, and she's medicated and working on what the right cocktails are. But she's like, "I shouldn't be able to get one because I have moments where I act irrationally." Now, I would never kill somebody. That's what I'm saying right now. But who fucking knows? So here's the tricky part. If we say people who are diagnosed with mental illness can't have guns, guess who's not going to admit that they have mental illness?
People with mental illness.
So, you know what I'm saying? This shit is so tricky,
I'ma tell you
right?
something.
But I
I'ma
feel like
tell you
people need to
something
be
else, though.
processed.
No, they
taken-
don't.
Yes.
Some motherfuckers we know are crazy.
Yeah.
All right, we could be walking down the street, seeing a motherfucker licking his elbow.
But
and
just to
fucking,
be fair,
you know what I mean?
but just to be fair, so that they could feel a part of whatever is going on, you have to do it.
Fuck that. If you walking down the street and you see somebody looking at their elbow singing Missy. But
that's a different type of mental
Call
health.
the fucking people on
But
this
there's people
motherfucker,
with
man.
mental health issues that are not licking their fucking elbows, and we cannot detect them until they whip out a gun and shoot you in your
I'm a
face.
pretty good detective of crazy, man.
What about this?
Oh my
I'm gonna be
gosh.
honest with you.
So
You
what about
are-
this? My buddy had this joke which I thought was pretty funny. I don't know if he shout out to Rob Mayo. I don't know if he ever did it on stage, but he was talking about Black Lives Matter. He goes if Black Lives Matter really cared about saving the most black lives, they wouldn't boycott the police. They'd boycott sugar.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
Oh my God.
Well, sugar is
Yeah,
killing
diabetes, yeah,
diabetes, heart disease, these kind of things, right? But what's interesting about the gun debate is that the most people that are killed by guns are not killed by AR-15s. They're killed by handguns. And the majority of them is through suicide. So 50% of gun deaths a year are suicide. So if we really want to create legislation to protect people from gun death, do we ban handguns?
I'm gonna be
We
totally
should just start promoting love.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you right now.
Yeah.
For everybody out there that's waking up and you feel like you want to grab a gun and go kill a bunch of people, kill yourself. Pick up a handgun.
Promote suicide.
Exactly. I'm just saying, pick up, no. So what you said just now.
No, this is
what you said,
interesting. This is
pick
interesting.
up a handgun and kill yourself. Don't take out whatever anger you
No.
got on other people. Like that shit pisses me
I
off.
do not stand by this
When
message.
I see Nicholas Cruz laid on the ground smiling and then he's in a courtroom and his lawyers are standing with him saying that he's a troubled child, he should have killed himself. Forget picking up a gun and going
No,
and kill
he should
17
work
people.
on himself.
Yes, he should. But if he really wants to
You
do
just
harm
trying
to
to nip it in
somebody,
the ass quick?
no, if you really want to do harm to somebody, start with yourself. I hate that shit. That's a cowardly thing to me to go kill a bunch of different people because you're upset at your life. You need to deal with that with yourself.
Facts.
Working on yourself, whether it's working on yourself,
Yeah.
killing yourself,
Yeah.
whatever it is, it should start with self is what I'm basically trying to tell you.
I'm
It all starts at
It all
home.
starts
No,
with
listen to
you.
you. It does.
It all starts with you, man.
Yeah, I think you're not promoting suicide.
No.
What you're doing is making a very hard decision between the death of 10, 20 people and the death of one.
Yes.
Right? And I think that most people, given that choice, would probably agree with you, right? Like,
What sense does it make? You're mad at the world. You hate life.
Right.
So you go kill a bunch of people that love life and are enjoying life. What sense does that make?
It doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
I don't have no remorse for them. Like so if I had to choose, if somebody said to me, Nicholas Cruz,
Or those 19 people. It's
bye, Nicholas.
yeah.
Have a blessed day.
Bang, bang.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
For
You know
real.
what I mean? Have a blessed day. Hope you work it out wherever you're going. The creator, I don't know. God bless you.
God bless you.
Now, seriously. I hope you figure it out. You didn't figure it out in this life, so I hope you figure it out in the next one.
Yeah, I think
that's a fair
I think
trade.
that's completely
Come on,
reasonable.
man.
I think most
the
people
guy who
agree
shot
with
up Sandy Hook, all those kids.
Yeah.
Fuck the guy who shot up Sandy Hook.
Yeah. I mean, this is in every superhero movie, kind of, right? Where like the superhero chooses like who he's going to save, the love of his life, or like the 5 strange girls.
Hey.
And he ends up doing it like he ends up trying to save both, but you know what I mean? Like that's the
Vegas
almost
shooter, you
heroic
hold up in the hotel room. You want to open the window and kill a bunch of people? No.
Yeah.
Lay on the bed.
Yeah.
Put the pillow over your face.
Put the pillow
and hold
over your
it there
face.
really tight.
Let it go, baby.
The worst is when they kill all the worst is when they kill all the people and then they kill themselves after.
Because they feel bad.
Start with you. Yeah, like what you doing?
Start
we could
with
have
you,
avoided
man.
this whole shit.
This shit
That has to be like
it
a
blows
new
my mind.
slogan.
That being
blows my
said,
mind.
to everybody that's listening, I want to be very clear. Don't kill yourself.
Let's be very
and I'm
clear.
going to be very clear about
This is
because
Charlamagne- You're right. This is Charlamagne
there
the
are
God
suicidal
talking.
people that might be listening to
Yes.
the podcast, and there are like suicide hotlines. You can talk to tons of people. There's access out there, the National Suicide Hotline, this types of thing. Talk to people. Talk to your friends. I've dealt with people very close to me that are suicidal, and you can get help. And there are ways to do. We're saying don't kill
Don't
yourself.
misconstrue
Also,
the
don't
message.
kill anybody else.
I'm speaking specifically about these people who have committed these mass shootings. I wish every single one of them had killed themselves first. Well, first of all, I wish they had never done it, and I wish they weren't in whatever mental condition they were in.
Right.
But since they were in that state, I wish every single person, Nicholas Cruz,
Yeah.
the dude in Vegas, Dylan Roof in Charleston, South Carolina, or whoever,
Yeah.
I wish they would have killed themselves first.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
No,
Why we got
yeah.
remorse for them? Fuck
I
them.
know. I think
I hate the fact that they even alive. Honestly, I hate the fact that they even alive. I honestly do. I hate the fact that they get put in handcuffs. I hate the fact that they get taken. They don't. Why do they deserve due process?
Facts.
It's a waste of fucking money. Why? How can you be a lawyer and defend these motherfuckers? That's what I be wondering.
Look, man. It's part of the system. It's
a
sometimes,
fucked up system.
No, but it's not. There are things that are fucked up about the system, but there's if
Because
you
there's
truly
things that's
want,
fucked up. It makes it fucked up.
Yeah, but if you truly want equality, unfortunately, you have to run everybody through the system, and there's going to be little, kinks in the armor.
But I feel like they pick and choose when it's serious and when it's not. Like,
I think in
I
these
think
all a
you
gamble.
forfeit
That's
all your civil
bullshit.
liberties. I think you forfeit all your civil liberties when you commit certain crimes. And I think that committing these mass shootings, like, you shoot up all these kids in the school, man, and you kill all these, like, what civil liberties do you get? You actually, by the way, you should be able. You should be on your own after that.
Yeah. It's
Like-
not even probable cause. Like, we know it was you.
Word
So what do we
up.
need to
Come
process
on,
you
man.
for?
Like, this shit is whack. Like, we don't need
Like,
no
we
due
need to
process.
off you.
You a lawyer? You standing next to this guy? This guy was just had a troubled childhood. So the fuck? So did I.
Facts.
I got molested when I was 8. You know what I'm saying? I used to get teased and bullied. Hey, so what? Hey, what the fuck? I don't give me the right to. I don't get no sympathy.
Yeah,
I don't get no sympathy, bro.
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
should not get sympathy. There's no lawyer should be up there defending me, saying that I was a troubled child. I get the fuck.
Yo, that is like one of my biggest pet peeves when people use their past as an excuse to why they act the way they do in the present. Like, if you're clearly like aware of why you act the way you do, then why are you not doing anything to change it? Why are you letting that be the crutch? Like, that's very annoying. I can't.
And another thing too, like, people like to say things like the bad guy, meaning like they're like, no, I'm not giving up my guns as long as the bad guy's got one. These kids aren't necessarily bad guys. They just snap or whatever the fuck. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? I don't think Nicholas Cruz had a criminal record before he
Right.
went in there and killed 17 people. Like, so they're not quote unquote bad guys. You know what I mean? They don't. You can't look at them and be like, oh, he had a history of violence and this and that. Like, you don't know. So you can't say it's bad. Just bad guys who got the guns.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's a tough thing. It's just, I think it's one of those things where if we start addressing mental illness, it's not that something will stop, but it is something we can decrease. And not only the mass
And
shootings,
everybody that's mentally ill is not violent either, by the way.
Absolutely. And I think that was part of the argument with the removing everyone with mental illness from having a gun is that not everybody who's mentally ill is going to hurt people. And some people have mental illness, but they can have a gun and can protect themselves. I mean, there are cops that have mental illness. Should we take their guns away? I think that was what was tricky about that law. And the other thing about that law is that both the ACLU and the NRA were against it. The ACLU was against that law being put into place because they thought that it didn't, favor the rights of people who have mental illness. Whatever, it doesn't fucking matter.
I got a theory that the only reason motherfuckers is listening to the NRA is because they got all the guns. It's like they got the government hostage, bro. They like, y'all gonna keep us happy, or we gonna wage a civil war out this motherfucker.
Yo, let's just make that shit about mental illness, because then you save the suicidal folks too.
That's a fact.
All those suicidal folks that kill
Work on mental
themselves.
illness.
Yo, let's just at least. Here's the thing.
Mental illness. Or at least acknowledge that it's nuanced.
Yes.
It's mental illness. It's yes, we need to have a ban on automatic weapons. Like, it don't have to be one or the other. Like,
Sure.
that's the stupidest argument to me. Like,
All I'm saying is if we start there in a place where we all agree with, right? Let's just start there.
I think the start should be mental illness.
Let's start there, right? Because we both sides agree. I bet the NRA would even donate money. Like they'd have obviously this money, and they'd be like, listen, in a sign of good faith, because we don't want these things to happen. We don't want mass shootings. We'd like to donate money to mental illness programs within schools, this, that, the other. So you start a mental illness. Now you got less kids killing themselves. You got less kids killing everybody else.
Yeah, because you got them walking around like zombies, and that's another thing.
Facts. And you got the less kids that are in these these dangerous environments. Like, you're telling me these kids in Chicago that are shooting every single weekend, you don't think a few of them are mentally ill? You got to be mentally ill. You got kids that are undiagnosed
Traumatized.
mentally ill. They're joining these gangs. They're joining
PTSD, anxiety,
real.
All that.
bipolar. Of course,
That is
absolutely.
real.
And they're self-medicating with the drugs and all kind of other shit.
Yo, let me tell you
Absolutely.
how lucky, I mean, like just with everything going on with my bro, like how fortunate we are that we're like, have a comfortable financial background, and that we have two parents that can dedicate their lives and like, I'm telling you, man, like I see how people end up homeless. I see how these things can happen.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's like, thank God we have that.
yeah,
Imagine
yeah.
you didn't have family. Imagine you just, you're an immigrant, you're in another country, you're trying to make it, and all of a sudden you start dealing with anxiety or these mental illnesses. Then you're gonna end up homeless.
That's
It's
what
like,
people don't realize that. Like, I see, I'll see homeless people on the street, or you see somebody walk down the street talking to themselves like they ain't washed in months.
Yeah.
Like, we're looking at them now. But it was a process to get to that. Like, they didn't just get to that point. And you go back and look at this person 20, 30 years ago, you might have been kicking it
They
with
had
this
a whole
dude.
life, yeah.
Word is bond, smoking a blunt, just talking, having a conversation. And you got to that point. So that shit is scary.
so let's, I don't know, create a little support system or some shit.
All right, Ivy, tell them where to find you.
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at the Ivy Rivera.
And she's looking for a date, guys. So,
Yeah, slide in the DM.
Y'all shot your shot with Zori last week. She wants to go see Black Panther. You know what I mean? Where you live at the
But
Bronx,
not
right?
Brooklyn.
Oh,
With
Brooklyn.
some
I'm sorry.
respect.
I stereotyped you just now.
Wow.
I think the Bronx is
Washington
winning right
Heights.
now.
Golly.
yes,
I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
born
the Bronx
and
is really
raised.
winning. Jesus and Mero and Cardi B got the Bronx looking right.
Yeah.
Remy Ma, all that.
Shout out to the
A
ex.
Boogie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
But
they have don't they have a show about the Bronx coming out or something?
they do?
Oh, Riverdale. I mean, technically that's in the Bronx,
I
but
thought that was fucking Archie and Jughead.
who? Riverdale?
Riverdale. That's not Archie and Jughead?
Maybe they were there. I don't know.
Y'all don't remember Archie and Jughead?
the cartoon?
Yeah.
The comic.
I thought that was
strip thing,
Riverdale.
right? Oh, and I'm saying Bronx is winning right now.
But
Okay, but for a person from Brooklyn, they don't want to be from nowhere else.
You're from the Bronx.
I am from Brooklyn.
You're from the Bronx.
I am from Brooklyn.
You're Puerto Rican.
I heard that Puerto Ricans were made in the
You're
Bronx.
from the Bronx.
But I'm going to run.
You're from the Bronx.
I am a Brooklynite. My parents were born and raised in Bed-Stuy. I was born and raised in Bushwick. It's
Right.
Brooklyn all day.
let's end this
What is
right
a
now.
Bronx?
You're Afro Brooklyn. All right? That's just what it is.
Brooklyn,
And
absolutely.
That's just what it is, Ivy, okay?
Yo,
I think you should
okay.
go with the Bronx thing. I think the Bronx thing is winning. Nobody's going to question you about it. I think you should just go with the Bronx.
No.
You're from Parkchester.
No. Nah, I'm good.
What?
I'm good.
No, I know you're good. You're good and from the Bronx.
I want to see
Don't
y'all.
tell me where I'm
I want to
from.
see y'all lighting Ivy's Instagram up this weekend. It's D Ivy Rivera.
Yes.
The
The Ivy Rivera.
THE Ivy Rivera.
Somebody take her to see Black Panther, man.
Oh my
Put
God.
some-
No.
Put
Don't
some
be recruiting
bananas
no
on it.
names.
Is there a platano emoji? Is there one?
Don't be I'm gonna get the weirdest
Put
of the
some
weirdest.
platano emojis, and if not a banana, slide that shit on there.
Wow.
What?
That's
Your dad will be
nuts.
asking questions. ¿Por qué coño hay tantas bananas en el Instagram? ¿Ah? ¿Qué coño es esto?
¿Qué coño es esto?
What does that mean?
What the fuck is this?
Oh, wait, that's the name of the podcast this week, by the way.
¿Qué coño es esto?
Somebody tell me how to spell that. Text it to me.
I got you.
As always.
I kind of want to know how you would spell it.
What is it?
¿Qué coño es esto?
Con Edison. CONEDISON. That's how I would spell it. Con Edison. All right. As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. If you listen to this podcast,